If I told you the things I've seen on my ways, if I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. I've lived 1,000 lives, I've piloted 1,000 souls, I killed and fought and died just for a single role.
Hello. This is session 3 of Idolon Academy, a Masks PBTA actual play, and I am the GM, Kimi, and these are my players and their characters.
Oh, hello, I'm Jason. I'm playing Nate Garnet, also known as Gem.
Nice. What Playbook?
Oh, he's the Nova.
Yeah, you are. That was weird. Hi, I'm Rhea. I'm playing Tendai Collier, a name we finally have remembered.
Yes.
I'm playing the Joined along with the Nova.
Hey, I'm Emily Vanderwerf, and I'm playing Katy Kid, the Klipspringer, also known as Clippy, much to her chagrin. And I am playing the Janus playbook.
Nice.
Hi everyone, I'm Tappy, and I am playing Steve Bungalow, otherwise known as High Def, who is the newborn.
Excellent. And yeah, so we are superhero teenagers.
Is that of the Northeastern Bungalows?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
Of the Nantucket Bungalow.
Yeah.
I'm
Absolutely.
sure.
No, it's the main bungalows.
Yeah, well, we know them as well.
Oh, the lesser branch.
So, yes, and we have a recap.
Oh, wow. Looks like I'm doing it again, folks.
Heck yeah.
Forever.
We love
That
it.
popping. Oh my god, it's so cozy.
Hey, hi, pie. It's me, your girl, Liliana Santos, and I'm here to tell you about all the announcements for today, December 4th. Today's birthdays are Jeff Bridges, Jay-Z, and Henrylissimo Francisco Franco. Today's weather is rainy, today's lunch is gray, and let's get caught up on what happened last time. The unstoppable Katy Kid went down beneath the city and helped some of her other friends beat a robot. And the robot went into space on a rocket, and nobody talked about it. Some of the school was destroyed. It was fine. It was fine. If you had classes in that part of the school or you had to go to the principal's office or whatever, you're fine. Just forget about it. Don't care about it. Anyway, after that, the really important stuff happened when the incredible Katy Kid went to pick up her sister at soccer practice. Things are not going so well for Katy's sister Claire. The other characters did some things then too, like Tendai had sort of overwhelmed herself with her powers, so the others had to break into her brain, and it was kind of like Grey's Anatomy, which is the best show on television. The irrepressible Katy Kid is on her 10th watch-through of Grey's Anatomy. A thing that came up during her makeover to go out to be super cute at the club where everybody went to dance, and Josh was there, and Tendai and Josh, they kind of made eyes at each other, which the unstoppable Katy Kid was unhappy about. But the other guys showed up. Katy mentioned to Nate that perhaps she'd like to lick his abs. It was unintentional. She explained the plot of Grey's Anatomy to Steve Bungalow, and then at the end, Tendai went into the men's room to tell Josh, beautiful Josh Johnson, that she wanted to lick his abs. Let's find out whose abs are getting licked on Idolon Academy.
Very good. Anything else anyone wants to add to that amazing recap?
Nope.
I feel like there's everything we need to
Unfortunately,
know.
it's all there.
Yeah.
We need like a Law
real.
and Order bump to do at the end of the
Yeah.
recap.
Like the
Yep.
cheesy little intro outro, like people play over the over.
Yeah.
Do you remember how they had the a cappella singers on Glee? We should just get
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Okay.
get some singers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have zero reference for any of the shit you guys are talking about. Like I got
Welcome to
nothing.
my world
That's
now.
fair.
These are all television programs.
I've heard of television.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, so we are picking up. We are at the club, which is, what did we name it again?
Silverado.
The Silverado, that's right, because it was the silver, and we were like, that's too on the nose, so it's the Silverado.
So good.
Yes.
No, it's
that's
goofy.
great.
That's why it's so good.
So we're at the Silverado. We just had like a really emotional scene. One thing I did want to mention, when Nate went into Ten's head, he saw, like, when he was rescuing her, when she was overblown on her powers, he saw how she was crushing on Josh. So that was also something that was factoring heavily into this scene, so I thought that was an important thing to add.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so you guys are all hanging out at the Silverado. Josh was there, and he was kind of hanging out, and then surprised that Tendai had a boyfriend. And okay, this is weird.
Weren't we all?
Yeah. Well,
No one more than Tendai.
yeah. So yeah, he walked away. There was a spat, a little bit of anger happening between people who were left over, and Tendai stormed in after him. So we're gonna go with that. So I believe we ended off with you were like, I want to lick your abs, and
And then the immediate grimace of, oh, that's what word vomit is.
yeah, I said that out loud.
Oh, God.
Where am I? Oh God.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Immediately understood where Katy
right.
was coming from. Like, oh, sometimes words just come out.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Especially when you're a teenager.
Yeah.
And then you said that you were going to kiss him if you could.
Yeah.
So we're going to pause right there for just a second. So we're in that moment where you're like standing there and he's looking at you and you're looking at him. And I'm going to figure out where everyone else is specifically in relation to the Silverado and the men's restroom at the Silverado.
Key focal point
Yeah.
of
Oh, my God. What world.
I mean,
We were dancing, right?
we were dancing, and Steve doesn't really need to do that unless he decides to eat.
Katie's only gotten to season 4, so
Okay.
she's kind of like
Yeah.
not
Respect.
quite there
But
yet.
Katie was paying a bunch of attention,
Yeah.
like in the side of her eye, to what was
Sure.
happening. Okay.
Sure.
So you probably noticed
Yeah.
that. Do you think she? I mean, she's got really good senses and stuff.
Oh yeah,
I would say that we are at least in view
Yeah.
of it.
we can see it, but at the same time, I don't actually think you would do it
Yeah,
deep down. We're BFF.
that's true.
Yeah.
Well, high school BFF. I mean.
Yeah.
Which means
Let's
nothing.
let's qualify this.
Yeah.
And Nate, what are
So
you doing?
I think Nate is. I had this sort of image in my head of Nate, like, why is she? You know.
Well, she did leave. Let's be specific. She stormed off after you said to Nate,
Yeah, yeah.
I want to lick your abs. And she went, oh, fuck that, and then took off.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's definitely a
Yeah.
mean girl payback thing happening.
Immediate.
Yes.
Right. But what I think is happening for Nate, because two things. One, we're psychically linked.
Yeah, of course.
Two, I was literally in your brain earlier today. I think I'm in this weird like feedback loop of like I took one step to follow you of like, wait, what? Oh God, like I'm upset. No, you're upset. Am I upset?
Ooh, I
Who's
like
upset? Who am I? That's
Yeah.
Got it.
I'm in a like real confusing like statue still at the edge of the dance floor,
Uh-oh.
not all the way in the back. I don't think I can see what's happening in the bathroom. I'm like in emotional stasis.
That was the
Okay.
entirety of 1998 for me. So
God.
yeah.
Same.
Okay. All right. So you're standing in stasis. You guys are dancing and talking about Grey's Anatomy. So let's jump back to the bathroom.
Oh, we are talking about Grey's Anatomy is a little.
Okay. Katie is talking to you about Grey's Anatomy, and you aren't leaving.
Yay!
So, like,
Lexi isn't part of it.
to be more
There's going
specific,
to be a quiz, Steve.
Yeah. This is testable material.
Steve's not very good at paying attention.
Oh, no!
that actually, as someone who's lived their whole life with ADD, it's like it's very cool sometimes.
Yeah.
Because you can be like super like everyone's just like, wow, she's like so thoughtful and everything. And you're just like, birds.
Yeah.
And you come to it's like, I have no idea how long we've been here.
Yeah.
How do feathers grow?
Yeah.
The dead ass panic, like while in the competition, like, oh no, where did I go? Oh, I'm here. Not now?
Yeah.
Shit.
That is the price you pay for that superpower.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, so
I'm
yeah.
gonna say that is a moment that is happening when this happens.
Okay, cool.
Everybody's like, oh God, what season is this? 6? I don't know who these people. Oh no, what's happening?
So Denny came back and you thought he was a ghost,
Damn
but
it,
he was
Denny.
actually a hallucination.
All right, so we're back in the bathroom.
Yep.
And you just declared that to Josh.
Yep.
He's like,
Oh, okay. Sorry. Let me walk that back. No.
10.
I'm in the men's
like,
bathroom.
you're great. You're amazing. And like when I came here tonight, I really, I would like to kiss you. But it seems.
It's so cute.
Okay, Josh does not sneeze in that moment.
No, he does.
Okay, no.
He does, and it's adorable.
And it sounds like a family of tiny mice.
Yeah. And
Who all sneeze together.
when I came here tonight, like I would love to kiss you. I'd still really love to kiss you, but it seems like there's like a lot going on, and like it seems like you're already here with someone, even though I thought you were coming here with me, and
Sorry.
I just feel like maybe you need more time to figure out what you need.
God, you're really nice.
God damn it.
God damn it.
You're right, and I'm sorry I yelled a weird thing at you, and
Oh, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it made me feel kind of good. But yeah, I mean,
yeah, I'm gonna.
if this is gonna work, that would be great. But like, if it doesn't, then like I'd rather like you feel good about it and it not be like a thing to because you're angry.
Okay.
I'll see you at school.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Oh God, please don't
Okay.
tell people I walked into here.
Oh no.
Also, it's way grosser in here than the other one. I just want to say that.
Really?
Yeah, the other one. There's a couch in our bathroom.
Really?
Yeah.
True facts.
Wow. All right. Cool.
What's that like big trough? Nope. Don't want to know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
All right.
It's the
Bye.
worst.
Bye.
I hate the trough.
And she just like kind of walks out
Yeah.
and looks deeply embarrassed.
Can I roll for burn?
Yeah.
I think during that,
Uh-huh.
like, Steve's actually just gonna like, kind of like mid dance, just go like, I wonder what's going on, and just kind of like wander towards the bathroom.
Okay.
And or Nate, if he is near there.
Okay.
I do think that Katy was keeping an eye on if 10 was in there for like a really long time. And when 10 comes out like under 2 minutes later,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, whatever happened was not like,
Yeah.
it's like, not going to escalate.
So scene of escalation. Where is Nate?
Yeah, I do think when we were talking, like she just had the eyes zeroed on the bathroom door, just is reciting from rote. I'm sorry.
No,
Can I
that's
just
all right.
give myself a condition of insecure, please?
you can.
Thank you.
Also, I need you to pick angry, afraid, or guilty.
Afraid? I don't.
Okay.
Am I afraid now?
No, you're not. But I am.
Oh, what?
So I rolled a 9 on my burn.
Okay.
So I have to mark one condition,
Yeah.
and I wanted Tendai to
Oh,
choose for me.
I'm sorry. That's a sad answer. No, be
Uh,
angry.
No, I don't think that's it.
No. Your first answer is the best answer.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I didn't tell you what it was for.
Damn it.
And I also hold 3 burn. So.
Nice.
But anyway, where Nate is caught like mid stride, like both feet are on the ground, but like is mid step. The only benefit right now is his mouth is not hanging open.
Okay.
But he's like just stuck.
Okay.
Of like, not even staring at the bathroom, just was like going somewhere, and somebody hit pause, and that's where Nate is right now.
Can
Okay.
you turn him off and turn him on again?
Restart Nate.
Hold down his power button.
All right. Anyone who's looking at the bathroom sees 10 come out,
Yeah.
and then like an appropriately subtle amount of time later, which is like 35 seconds.
Yeah. It feels like forever.
Yeah, it feels like forever. But Josh comes out looking very uncomfortable, kind of sad, sort of upset, like just a mix of emotions, and like beelines for the exit.
So you are paused there by the bathroom.
Like halfway from the dance floor to the bathroom. Like I didn't make it over there.
Okay. I'm going to go over to you.
Okay.
Katie's going to go after Josh, but we can pause that. I'm just
Yeah, we'll go with.
declaring that.
Okay, perfect.
And where did you go when you came out of the bathroom?
Probably beeline for the bar. 'Cause
Okay.
he came out and was
So-
just like,
Side. Yeah,
drinking's
okay.
a thing I've discovered today.
Because
Solves
the
problems.
Yeah, the Silverado is not very good about checking IDs.
Yep.
Completely by accident, always.
Well, I mean, we have wristbands.
Yep. We had ID.
Yeah, we had ID.
Yeah, you two did.
I washed my hands real good. There's no wax.
Yeah.
Are you drinking alcohol?
You did too.
Why did 10 go into the men's bathroom? That's weird.
I need a low key count for that one too.
What? What?
Why did 10 go into the men's bathroom? I mean,
When did that happen? She's at the bar.
oh yeah, before the bar. Do you want me to play it back for you? Here, I'll show you.
Okay. Is it like
Do a playback?
in miniature?
So
Yeah.
you hold out
By
your hand.
and it shows like the scene in playback.
Nice. Very good.
That one.
Oh. I don't know. I feel I'm really disoriented right now.
Oh, do you need to go outside?
Maybe.
Do you need some water?
I think I need a drink.
Okay. Like, some water?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
What's Tendai ordering?
What?
Something stupid and girly. It's like a Scooby snack. Something just
Apple teeny.
apple teeny.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think Steve has ever had a drink yet.
What? Yeah. What would it do? I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Well, we can go to the bar.
Yeah.
Is something weird going on?
I think so.
Okay. Well, I got your back.
Thanks, Steve.
Helpful.
That was Steve. That was
Actually.
finger guns.
Yeah. Yeah.
I taught him that.
On everything he knows.
The awkward finger guns of I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess we can go to the bar.
Okay. So out of character, I want to ask you about something to
Yeah, for
see
sure.
because it's okay if it doesn't make sense. But when I rolled for burn, I was gonna spend one on snatch to like copy your emotional state, like steal your not steal it, but like
Yeah.
does that make sense?
Yeah,
like
sure.
a
I'm into it.
psychic steal.
Oh, yeah. That makes perfect sense. That's what our powers do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how would you describe your, like, because I know you were like, now you feel awkward and weird and.
Yeah, like it's just a really fun melange of embarrassment and a sudden realization of what I need to do. Like she realized something very important at that moment about like how she relates to you.
Oh, that's confusing as fuck.
There's a weird sense of resolve that's like, let's just, I don't know if this is for now. Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, all right, that's fine. I've spent a burn and I've stolen. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can decide is it borrowed or stolen?
Copied.
I'm fine with whatever.
Copied, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think I'm in such distress that I don't want to feel my feelings.
Yeah,
So like,
sweet.
that is. I think these are mine. I don't know.
Yeah. They've been mixed for so long.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's accidental or not intentional, or are you wanting to know how she's feeling, so you're copying it to
No,
feel?
I don't want to feel my feelings.
Got it. So it's avoidance of your feelings,
Yes.
not I wonder how she feels right now. I'm gonna
No,
do research.
I'm not a grown man.
Yeah.
Yes.
We just head to the bar, and I like before realized what I'm like. Apple teeny, please. What?
Yeah. Okay.
Make that a double.
What? Do you drink apple teenies?
I think so.
That does not sound like you.
Do you drink Appletini's?
I guess.
Like tone match.
Yeah, like, hold on the fuck. Can I assess the situation?
Yes, you may.
Yes.
I do not.
Well, what's your superior?
Probably not great. No one's ever known.
I assumed it was high.
Yeah, it's a 5. I got a 5. I got a 5.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I did it.
Nice. Okay. I'm gonna make a note of that. And fantastic.
And you mark potential.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
mark
you.
potential.
1.
All right, so we have 3 of our friends awkwardly sitting at the bar, drinking drinks that they generally, well, 2 out of the 3 of them generally would.
I think I would like to pierce the mask because I'm just really confused right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you
Well,
Oh, that's an 8.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so he rolled a 10 on the dice.
We were all very impressed.
We're like, wow, and then nope, but 8 is still good.
Yeah, 8 is still good.
Okay.
Amazing.
I'm happy. I got that.
But
Yeah.
I mean, given the -2, you piercing the mask on someone is really impressive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it really
It's
is.
true.
I know what's going on.
Unexpected. Very good. So you can ask questions.
Whose mask are you piercing?
I am piercing. I think I'm piercing 10s.
Okay.
What do you intend to do?
Break up with Nate.
Okay, I have no idea what that means, but I think it's bad. All I know is something bad is going to happen.
Yeah.
If you want something like a little more concrete, don't cause a scene.
Okay.
Very good. All right. So we're going to pause that for just a minute. And we're going to follow the indomitable Katy Kid. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Abominable?
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 Yep.
I think she sees Josh make a break for the exit, but there's people,
Yeah.
and like, she doesn't have her full powers when she's not wearing the suit, but she has like residual effects, so she can like kind of squirt through and like squeeze through, and can actually beat him a little bit to the door, and kind of leans against the door, and it's like, hey, Josh, don't split the party.
Oh my god, she's perfect. I've never been prouder of my girl.
So glad this is
yeah.
happening.
Josh is super nice and awesome, so he knows he plays D&D.
Obviously.
Yeah. Oh, he's so nice.
Hey, Katy. Yeah, I think I should go. I don't want to cause problems.
And Katy like has realized from seeing 10 go into the bathroom that like she needs to shoot her shot. She needs to take her moment. She needs to stand up, and so she stands up straight, and like she's actually a little backlit, so like she looks really fucking good. Like that hits the glitter in her dress,
Hell yeah.
and the hair kind of is wild around her head. And she goes, "Josh, I'd like to lick your abs."
Oh my god. You're perfect. And I love you.
He's like, what is wrong with you people?
What is happening?
He's like, what did I miss on TikTok today?
So Josh like blinks in like this weird way, like not like just like super surprised, but in like not like surprised that you did like it like there was something behind his like blink like very strange. Yeah. So you're friends with 10, right? You guys are like best friends.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. 10 and I are close.
Yeah.
You know who else I'm close to is the Klipspringer. I know the Klipspringer too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like, we could all hang out sometime, maybe. And, like, Katie's frantically backpedaling
Yeah.
because she could see in his eyes that he was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and it wasn't necessarily like revulsion
Yeah.
at you, but something about when you said like ooged him out in a way that you're like not quite.
I want to roll to see how cognizant Katie is
Okay.
of that it was not revulsion, but instead, like, utter confusion.
Yeah, sometimes those look the same.
Those can look the same, especially
The
teenagers.
teenagers.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So you can roll assess the situation.
Okay. Roll plus superior. Oh, I got a 4.
Let me get a thread.
Yeah.
I can't not.
Yeah, you roll
Or
doubles.
or pierce the mask, whichever one. They both kind of
well,
go.
they both would have been.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was it? Sorry.
It was a 4.
Oh.
Wait, is it plus anything though?
Yeah, plus.
No, but 4 plus 0.
Oh, well.
Do you have
For which one?
Yeah, for Pierce the Mask, it's plus mundane. So do you have mundane?
That would have been a 7.
There you
Well,
go.
that's a
Okay,
success.
well,
do that
never
then.
mind. I will not mark potential.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So for Pierce the Mask,
All right, I'm
so
gonna.
you get like a gleam of like his weirded outness isn't about you. You don't know exactly what it's about. I mean, you can ask a question, but that was sort of what you were asking anyway.
How can I get your character to fall in love with me?
Yes. It's the only important question
yeah.
in the playbook.
I don't know what answer to give a teenager about that. He's just really nice. Like he just wants someone who's nice to hang out with, and you seem to have a lot of things in common with him. And yeah, he's very nice. So maybe just trying to spend time with him a little bit more.
Oh boy,
I know that's a really mature
a
answer.
lot.
Sorry.
that's a lot. I can't even look at him.
Yeah. Katy, you're really awesome, and I would love to hang out with you more. But I think I really should go tonight. And I think maybe you and Ten should talk.
Okay.
And but you have my number.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's.
Why don't you text me like this weekend?
Yeah. Yeah, and let's all hang out sometime.
I don't know at all, but we could hang out.
No,
yeah.
you and me and she's just like trying to
Yeah.
and Clippy.
Oh, yeah,
Sometime.
that would be amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would
Yeah.
be cool.
I'll tell her
Okay.
to come.
All right. Yeah. So I'll see you later. Have a good night.
Bye. And she like walks back and says, "What the fuck am I doing?"
So where are you walking back to?
Just back toward the rest of the team.
Okay.
Like I do think Ten and I need to have a talk.
Yes. This is fine.
Something
We're
bad
fine.
is happening.
So you
I
walk.
don't know what it is.
You walk up to the bar, and then there's this weird, just like quiet, awkward feeling. Not completely unlike what you were just feeling with Josh, but in a very negative way.
Yeah.
Where it's like this thing hanging in the air here, with the two of them sitting and like not looking at each other. And
Do you like your appletini? I hate mine.
I don't like it.
This is bad. We've made juice mistakes.
Steve drinks theirs after.
yeah, okay.
He loves that.
Yeah.
He's just learned that he fucking loves that shit.
Yeah. And Steve do you have like a worried look on your face?
Yeah, Steve is pretty freaked out, which
Okay.
is why he's drinking appletinis like they're water.
Yeah. There's a lot of empty appletini cups or glasses in front of Steve, and he looks really worried, like sort of like a puppy who got kicked,
Oh.
and very sad.
Well,
No, okay,
no.
Okay.
Probably like that.
yeah,
But the alcohol's probably kicking in.
yeah,
I don't think he's eaten like a day or two.
okay.
Can Steve get drunk?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay.
If Steve expects to get drunk, then yeah.
Well, yeah, he doesn't need to eat because he got a power system, but his body still functions like a body.
Okay, cool. I want to say that intellectually, Katie's aware that Steve can make his own choices, but emotionally, seeing that many empties lined up is like a thing for her.
Yeah, for sure.
And she said
Oh,
that, like,
shit.
what are you? You guys are what? Look at he's had like 15. It's more like 5, but he's had like 15.
Yes.
What are you doing? He's Steve. He's our friend and
Stop.
our.
Fucking stop. Stop. Stop talking. The last thing you said was you wanted to lick Nate's abs. So let's not. Are you fine? You're fine. You're fine. We're fine. Let's stop.
I don't know if I'm fine. I feel weird.
I definitely feel weird.
I want to know that I do not actually want to lick Nate's abs. That was an accident.
And you see her like biting back a very specific comment and was like, okay.
I just doesn't know that you're the girl I kissed.
Yeah, yeah. And you know that she was like a second away from being like very shitty and throwing out her face and went, ugh, it's not about, you know what? No.
I
Well,
know
why
that-
not?
I know that Nate is your boyfriend, and I really apologize for that, and
fine.
that there are no other people that are in love with Nate.
What?
There aren't. That's just that there aren't. It's you and Nate forever. You're gonna get married?
You know what? No, we're not. We're not. I am so tired of being defined by you all the time, and it's not the bathroom. It wasn't about Josh. It wasn't about you and Cliston, which is definitely a girl's name that you kissed, and I know about. It's not about any of that. I can't do this. I'm so tired of being afraid and scared, and I know things can't be the way it was before we got together, and I need a break. Just need a break. So you can lick all the abs you want. I need a break. And she's going to turn and walk away.
Okay.
I think Steve's going to follow her.
Okay.
Yeah, Katie's got to follow. It's girl code. So Katie.
3 of you walk off, and Nate's left sitting at the bar.
Actually, I need to spend another burn.
Okay.
To, again, use one of these in a weird way, I want to spend one for move, because it seems like the best thing in the world would be to be Josh. And I want to, move my mind in, so I'm not actually going to take over Josh. He's driving.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I'm just like, I just wish I was Josh. Everything would be easier if I was Josh.
Right.
And so Nate is powers down at the bar. I don't know how a human being does that, but Nate has left the building.
Okay.
And is just in Josh's head as they're walking home, as he is walking home by himself.
Okay.
And yeah, this is better.
Okay, this is fine.
Yeah, it's confusing, not painful.
Yeah.
All right, that's good.
Yeah.
Good change.
Yeah.
All right. So you kind of, I'm going to say you kind of put your head down, and it looks kind of like you're just,
Yeah. I've just
your
had
head's
too
on your
many.
arms.
Yeah.
On the bar, and Josh, do you feel what Josh feels?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's probably more surfacey stuff. I wouldn't get all the deep thoughts and
Yeah,
deepest emotions, but
Yeah.
this is still better than what I was experiencing.
Right.
So
Totally. So you're seeing he walked down, he caught a bus, so he's headed home. There's a lot of conflicting emotions there. Kind of turned on, feels guilty about it. So yeah. There's a little bit of feeling good about himself because he just had 2 girls very clear they're interested in him, but also feels guilty because they're friends, and one of them might have a boyfriend, and so it's just layers of that complexity.
but those are all the good feelings of somebody who didn't do anything wrong.
Right.
So
Yeah.
we're just gonna stay there for a little while.
That's fine. That's fine. Josh doesn't feel like he didn't do anything wrong 100%.
Yeah, because he's good.
Yeah, because he's good. He feels guilty that he might be coming between friends, and he thought this girl liked him, but then she had as a boyfriend. So there's a lot of weirdness there, but for the most part, it's definitely better than your head at the moment. So, all right. So we're gonna have you parked there and just riding the Josh wave. The 3 of you go off.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say stormed because I didn't get that vibe necessarily. Did you storm off, or did you just kind of
No, she just goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you 2
You
follow.
move faster, so it's nothing.
Katie, my name's Katie.
Yeah.
10. Oh my god, that was so fucking feminist what you just said. That was so amazing.
Stop being nice. I'm so tired of being mad at you.
And
Stop.
Wait, you're mad?
you're mad at me?
No.
Do you want a hug? Okay. And she.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just starts crying.
They're both crying.
Yeah.
This is what friends do, right? This makes sense. So, do you not want to be Nate's friend anymore?
No.
It's complicated.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out.
Katie's my Lorax. She'll speak for me.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
This isn't part of Grey's Anatomy.
No, it really is.
Kind of it is,
Season
yeah.
8. Where are you listening?
Okay, so you remember Izzy from Grey's Anatomy? Izzy had her boyfriend Alex, but he was too controlling, and he wanted like to just tell her what she could and couldn't do. And this isn't quite like that.
No, Katie, it's more like Lexi with Alex. Lexi's
Okay.
dead.
Okay, yeah, and then Lexi died, but Meredith. Okay, Meredith and McDreamy. That's kind of what it's like.
It's kind of like that.
Where it's like it seemed like they were perfect, but also they needed to like figure that out. So like they needed a little time apart. And then his ex-wife came in. Remember
Oh my
that?
god, I forgot.
I'm even more confused now.
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah. Like, so am I. So, why are you mad at each other?
What?
It's just like complicated,
Yeah.
like
'Cause
girl
you've been-
drama stuff. Like Nate's a good boyfriend, but he's not a good boyfriend.
He's like not, and like I don't know. I feel like for as long as I've had powers, that like they're part of his, and he's like better at them than I am, and everything. It just I don't have anything that's me anymore. Like since when was it? Like a year ago. It's just everything's different now. And I don't feel like myself. I feel like I is this thing that only makes sense when Jem's around, and it makes me like resent him when we're together, and he's changing, and I feel like he's figured his shit out because he wears dresses, and that's like super cool, and I'm fine with it. But like, I'm freaking out all the time, and I don't understand how he has his shit together, so like, fuck him a little bit for that, I think.
Hey, and she like grabs your hands. He's like, hey, you know that thing you could do where you can like just say something in my brain right now if you want to, and like he can't do that. He's not as powerful as you. He just thinks he's more powerful than you because he's a boy or whatever it is. He's figuring his shit out.
Yeah, he's so
Wait,
confident.
You are so much more powerful than him, and you're gonna be so fine without him.
true.
You're gonna be so good,
Thank
and it's
you.
so fucking feminist that you feel that way.
You're really nice.
Is that what boys do?
What?
I think they're better than people.
Oh
I'm
my
confused.
god, like all of
Yeah,
them.
yeah. You're like the only good boy.
You're like the only good one.
Thanks.
Except for Josh, who's super nice.
Josh
You
is.
should go
Oh
for
my
that.
god, Josh is. So
I'm
nice.
sorry, I didn't even kiss him in the bathroom.
Oh,
I like walked in, I yelled a dumb thing, and he was like, "What? No!" And I was like, "Ah!" And then I just walked out.
Wait, what did you yell?
I want to lick your abs.
Oh my god, I said that to him
I
too.
know, I got it from you. What a stupid. Wait, you said it to him too?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
he looked so weirded out. I was like, oh, am I that gross?
Did he
No,
have-
it's because
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you do the thing where he like raises one eyebrow and it's like kind of cute, but also like shattering
Oh yeah.
emotionally? Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, he kind of still looks like a little boy.
Oh my god, yeah! Just like,
Yeah.
oh no.
god. Yeah.
Okay.
He left.
Okay, well, that's fine. I'm sorry. I won't get in the way of that anymore. Like,
It's
whatever
okay.
you want to do. I
I
want you to
mean-
be happy. You deserve to be happy. You're so nice. And you, like, take care of your sister. I'm sorry. I've just been really shitty.
It's okay. I understand. There's a lot going on right now
Yeah.
with you and Nate and other people.
Hey,
Hey.
don't drink.
I'm very confused.
I know. I just remember you drank those apple teas, and they're really gross.
Well, at least I feel alright.
Okay.
He doesn't feel alright.
Okay.
How are we paying for those, by the way? Because they're like $12 a pop.
I know. I just walked out. I'm sure it's someone else's problem. I'm not going to worry about it.
Nate's still at the bar.
Oh.
Yeah.
Should we go get him?
I think we could just
Should we
leave.
just go?
And he could like
should just
have
go.
to pay.
Oh, that's gonna be really bad. I like broke up with him and like also please pay my bar tab.
Oh, no, it's okay. I gave him a credit card.
What?
I gave him a credit card.
You could just do that.
Can you just do that?
Well, yeah, he like makes one in his hand.
I just want to gently grab it and then throw it out of your eye line.
Yeah, and then
Oh, this is gonna be a thing later. But this solves our now problem. Let's go.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to bake? I stress bake.
Hell yes.
Okay, I'm gonna make some stuff. Do you want to help?
yeah.
Can we make Dutch babies?
Oh my
What?
god, yeah.
Let's make Dutch babies.
Yeah, okay.
Dutch baby.
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up on YouTube when we get back.
What about Nate?
What? He's
He'll be
inside, right?
fine. he needs some time to himself. Like, that's what it is when you go through a breakup. Like, both people need time to themselves, and then maybe they're friends again, and maybe they're not. And, like, we can't choose sides, but let's just go with 10 right now.
Oh my god, thank you.
You're welcome.
What's a breakup?
What? Wait, what?
Like, is that when like you just stop talking to people?
Kind of? Not really?
Okay, so you remember when Meredith and McDreamy were, like, in love, and then McDreamy's ex-wife came back, and he hadn't told Meredith that he had an ex-wife, and then she was like, I never want to see you again. That's a breakup. But then they got together later, so, like, they're not always permanent.
Yeah.
But, like, you just need some time apart from each other, and Nate and Ten just need a little time apart from each other, and we're going to go make Dutch babies.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm still confused because people call each other all these different things in that show. Like, they call each other, like, doctor or nurse or wife or orderly, and, like, you sort of have to figure out what they do, but the synopsis doesn't really, like, follow it. So, like, the ex-wife is somebody who doesn't do the wife job anymore.
Yes, the ex-wife is the
Okay.
ex-wife used to
What
have
does
the wife
wife
job.
do in the hospital?
Wife is
We're gonna kind of like do the fade in this in the movie
That's
where
a great fade.
yeah
Good job.
What is the wife's hospital job?
yeah. And we're gonna cut back to Nate.
Yeah.
So Nate's still writing Josh. Well, that sounds wrong.
Yeah!
Writing in Josh's head. It's a little better. And
We need some art of that.
yeah, by this point, Josh has gotten home. So, and you can like hear and see what he's doing, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
But I think if he starts having a conversation with someone, the like intrusion of being in somebody's private conversation would
Okay.
probably be like, oh shit, what am I doing?
Okay.
So it depends on if he like goes in and starts talking to someone, or just like flops on his bed and hasn't talked to anyone.
Yeah, he probably you're gonna see him kind of go through. He's gonna like say hi to his sister, but not like a conversation. Just like, hey Izzy, and she's like, hey, and she's working on her homework or something. 'Cause it's still pretty early. And he's gonna kind of like flop on his bed, the trademark like teenager in a movie, like, like just staring at the ceiling. And you hear like this knock. And you see who you assume was his mother come in. And they're speaking Spanish to each other, but my Spanish is terrible, so I'm not actually going to speak Spanish.
Yeah, that's fine.
And she's going to, like, ask him, hey, Josh, honey, are you okay? You look upset?
I think that's my exit.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm like,
I'm going to have you exit in a second, though, because
Yeah,
he's going to
okay.
say, yeah, Mom, there's these girls. And, like, that's where you kind of are, like, exited out.
yeah, okay.
So you
great.
just hear, like, the beginning of his reply, and you're, like, you're trying to leave, but, again, you're not quite as good as 10 as...
Could I understand Spanish while I was in there?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I never have to study again.
Well, you understood it because he understood.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'll just borrow that.
So, yeah.
Bartender, tab. I need to close out. I don't know how much is on my tab.
Don't.
Like
And
5 drinks, maybe?
Probably.
No, it's
yeah.
much more than that.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm paying for like a few drinks.
Right. And
Well,
you came in on...
Yeah, no,
on
I
high
didn't
def
give them
stuff,
a credit
yeah.
card.
On
I
Steve-
gave them a credit card.
Oh, right.
But
no,
it's okay that you don't know that.
Yeah, we have a credit card on file.
Yes. Okay. And the bartender goes, and they're, like, looking. And they're looking. No, there's no credit card.
Did you lose my credit card?
No, it's... The other guy gave it to me.
Well, you lost my friend's credit card.
We must have handed it back. Maybe one of the other servers.
I've used my last burn.
Oh my god!
Do you realize what
good.
happens?
Yeah,
Okay.
I know Steve's
Okay,
abilities.
okay.
And I want to make this guy think that he lost the
Okay.
credit card.
Sure, yeah.
So yeah, I'll spend my last burn
Okay.
for the like overcharge ability and
Lean hard into what the big empties of the door.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
like the thing I'm not normally good at, except I just like jumped into a mind across town
Yeah.
and
No,
did
you're,
all
like,
this
in it right now.
all this shit that I'm not usually good at.
Yeah.
But somebody right in front of me that I'm making eye contact with, that would be in my
Yeah,
sort of
absolutely.
comfort zone. So
Totally.
yeah, I'll spend that and get a 10 on
Yeah.
my sort of unleash my powers.
100%. Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, That never happens. We always just put them like right here in the little, like on the house. And yeah, well, if we find it, like we'll call him. So sorry, I know it's a big inconvenience. Here, and he takes a card, like one of the business cards for the establishment, and like signs his name and writes like 3 on the side. Here, just like 3 free drinks for you and your friends.
I know. I mean, mistakes happen. Somebody probably went home with it and they'll return it.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah.
I realized the overcharge actually costs 2 burn that I don't have.
Oh.
So maybe.
Okay, well, we could have you then roll.
Snatch.
Well, you can also unleash your powers if
Yeah.
you want to just roll to do that, and then you have 1 burn.
That's a normal thing.
Yeah.
9.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's what it is. Like, it takes a minute and he gives you, like, the card, but he's
Yeah.
convinced.
Okay. All right, so I still have 1 burn. I have to remember that costs 2 because I
Yeah.
want to use it.
Yeah,
but
right?
I
Yeah.
spent my burn.
Thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah. And then, I just am like, okay, well, and then I leave. I don't know how to really navigate this situation, which is why I mind controlled somebody.
Like a little.
It's like a little.
Did it feel good?
Just
It's
a
not this
snitch.
guy's like personal money that he lost. Like, it did feel weirdly good.
All right. So, are you heading back to Idolon?
Oh yeah, I'm also -2 to unleash my powers, but it's still a 7. So it's
7, that's something.
there's so many things to keep track of.
There's a
Yeah,
lot.
right?
Yeah.
And you got to keep track of it because there's no way I'm going to keep track of all 4
Yeah,
of yours.
I'm good.
Yeah, okay.
No, I'm not going back yet. I'm going outside, going into the alley, making sure no one can see me, and just going up. And I'm just going to go for a while. Like, I don't know where I'm going yet.
Okay,
So.
perfect. Cool. All right. The 3 of you guys were heading back to the bar.
No. We're gonna head back to Idolon.
Idolon, got it. Okay.
And like aim for the kitchen.
Emergency bacon.
Yeah.
I think Steve's going to get distracted and have his own little like rave party at the Silverado for a little while.
Perfect.
Because he's smashed, and is now just like, hey, you guys go ahead. I'll catch up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're super popular there, so like party ensues immediately.
Yeah,
Nice. Very good.
he might be doing some dumb things with his powers.
Cool. All right. What
Yeah.
is he doing with his powers?
Making cool late shit happen. What long-term consequences?
Yeah. But you're like a public hero without a disguise, right? Like,
Well,
No.
not at high school. At
Oh.
high school, we are not supers.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Yeah.
have to have the secret identity
Yeah.
at
Okay.
Idolon.
well, not here.
So things are happening. Who knows if it's him or not? But
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Or he
yeah.
got lasers since 5 minutes ago. Cool.
Cool, we got lasers. And
Yeah.
like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm making a scene.
Okay. Very cool. What is he feeling about like what he's learned?
He has learned the lesson: never date anyone, which is his thing. Is like
checks out.
Just lock up your heart forever because only bad things happen.
Right.
Good. Yeah.
And he's very sad. Like his friends are hurting a lot, and there's no actual way to fix it because the problem is that they're close to each other, and they need to be separated from each other, which feels bad because he likes being close to people.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So
he
while
is-
you're doing this light show, you're super conflicted. You notice that Bobby Knuckles is there. So, and she like starts dancing like crazy, like amazing dancer, and just like it's like that perfect moment on the dance floor where like she's rocking out and her hair's flying perfectly, and like the lights that you made are like perfect in her hair and
Yes.
perfect on her outfit, and she's just like there next to you and just like having a blast.
That's your friend from drama, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Roberta Rollins.
Okay, well, I'm going to reject the influence of that. So I have to reject influence as if it were an NPC.
Okay.
If I choose to have it lose influence over me, I can erase that lesson and write a new one in its stead.
Okay.
That's a 9. Where is the influence move?
Wait, does she have influence? I'm
No, I'm reject the lesson that I learned from you has influence over me.
Got it. Okay.
So I
got
can
it
go
now.
along with it, and
No,
good
you're
things
good.
happen for me.
I
If
feel
I
you.
don't want to go along with it, I have to think of something new.
Totally get it. Nice.
Turns into date everyone now. So yeah, when you do influence, I just saw it.
You reject someone's influence roll. On a hit, you successfully hold on to yourself and turn them out. 10 plus, choose 2. On a 7 to 9, choose 1. Clear a condition, mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong. Shift 1 label up and 1 label down, your choice. And cancel their influence and take +1 forward against them.
I'm going to have it lose influence over me.
Okay.
And I'm going to write a new lesson. And the lesson is
You can think about it for a few minutes.
Yeah.
We want to get a good one. Nice. So you're rocking out.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I wanted to check on clearing conditions because I have angry, hopeless, and insecure.
Okay.
So hopeless and insecure seem like they would stick. To clear angry is like hurt someone or break something important, and I feel like Jedi mind trick to like wipe our bar tab is like, I don't know if that's.
I think also, like, your relationship is broken.
Oh yeah, but I didn't do that.
You didn't do that, but I feel like that would have the same effect as in like wow, like I'm not angry, I just feel really hurt and upset right now.
Yeah.
So I feel like both those things could count.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and clear angry.
Narratively, it makes perfect sense for you not to be angry. That probably won't last very long.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Be hurt and
Respect.
sad. Yeah. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
The lesson is never lie about your feelings.
Oh,
Nice.
that's a good one.
Yeah, that's gonna be shitty.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll go up and start
Okay.
dancing with Bobby.
Nice. Cool.
I got spotlight hits her. It's really weird.
Yeah. Perfect spotlight. Perfect moment. If only she was on Instagram. She's way too cool for that. All right. Nice. So you're just rocking out, having a blast.
Mm-hmm.
Nate is just flying, clearing his head.
Yep.
Nice. Okay. Ladies. You guys left together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, strength in numbers.
I just want to, like, how did we do trying to make Dutch babies is my question.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to need a clarification on what that is.
A Dutch baby
I feel
is
like
a very flat pancake,
Yeah.
and it has usually it has
Oh.
like lemon and
Nice.
and powdered sugar. So
That's fantastic.
yeah, it's so good.
I feel like you would do an excellent job of that 10.
Oh,
Because you're a baker
let's
anyway.
roll for it.
Okay.
Stress
Yeah.
baking is a different thing. You're like,
I'm
what
gonna-
did I grab? Is it sugar?
I'm gonna say this is comfort or support.
Yeah, 100%.
So I'm rolling plus mundane. Let's find out. Oh yeah, that's an 11.
Nice.
Million.
yeah.
Heck yeah.
Absolutely.
I lean into that.
So
I
you
feel
get to
comforted and supported.
nice.
Thank you.
On a
less
hit,
insecure.
they hear you. They mark potential. Clear a condition.
Yeah.
Shift labels if they open up to you. Yeah. So I think I'm just gonna be like, hey, you like these Dutch babies are so good,
These are wild.
and like. It sounded like some stuff got pretty intense with Nate. If you want to talk about it, like that, I can't always understand you guys because so much of what you're doing is up here.
Yeah.
But like,
That's
I'm
part of
here.
it. And I think she immediately like breaks into tears again and starts like explaining the like weird like mental bond that they have that like is also like it's just there's a lot like a really weird lack of boundary for 10 at least about where her mental powers end and like where like Nate begins because she like got them within him as a context, so she's just like I feel like I'm in his head all the time and he's in mine all the time and that's like not healthy because and opens up about all of it and tells like the full story, including like all of her like emotional stuff about like how traumatized she felt about like her time in the lab.
yeah, but like that might have been true once, but it's not true anymore. Like you're so strong and you're so cool, and you don't. Like I hope you guys can be friends again because that it's gonna be really awkward if you can't.
It's
But,
gonna be really hard to be like superheroes or whatever.
yeah, but you don't need him. You're so strong on your own. You're so strong.
Are you saying this because you want to make out with him again? Because you totally can. I'm like not mad about it anymore.
No,
I
only like Josh. That was
Yeah.
totally
That's good. Please
heat of
don't
the
kiss
moment.
me.
Yeah, he's so cute.
Cool. He's so nice. I was very weird in the bathroom, and he was pretty okay with it.
I was so weird. I mean, I'm weird all the time.
No,
You
you're
know.
not. I just feel like you get nervous and you like play in your safe space. But like, did you at least like make some plans with him?
Yeah, I'm supposed to text him. We're gonna hang out with the Klipspringer.
The what?
Clippy.
Hey, did you know you're Clippy? That's nothing. You did nothing. What the fuck? Hold on, what? So you and Nate and Clippy are gonna hang out?
Yeah.
Okay. Was that like lick my abs? Was that just a word barf and now you're sad about it?
Shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love this.
Oh. No, we'll figure it out. I'm like
Great.
not even worried.
Cool.
We're gonna use high def.
I just thought of that. I'm like,
Are you baking with it? Oh, no, you
No.
went back to dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot.
Incidentally, on a 10 plus, I get to add a team to the pool. So
Oh hell yeah!
Right.
Are
So
we
we
at
have- yeah.
0? So,
There you go.
Nice.
yay!
No, we should have one
yeah, because you start
at the beginning of the session, and I skipped that part. So we have 2 in the team pool, and this week we have bottle caps.
You're my best
So.
friends.
I feel our friendship growing
Yeah,
by
right?
the second.
Oh my god! And these are really good. And I was like, don't eat carbs, but like these are fucking amazing. I need like 8 of them.
Let's make more.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna like
Yeah.
scene on that. So we're gonna go. I feel like we can like end the night unless anyone has anything they want to do.
Boys.
no, I'm just flying.
Okay. Are you going to go back to Idolon tonight?
In the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the answer is no.
Like, at the time that I have to be present at Idolon, then I'll go back.
Then you'll be there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a
I know.
weekend though, so you are okay.
But we still have, like, curfews and stuff, right?
Either.
Have you cared about that before?
Yeah.
No. But,
Oh my god! Do we have a curfew?
but like, check-ins. Do they have, like, bed checks?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's when I would be back.
Okay.
And then leave out the window again.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, so that can happen. That's fine.
Yeah. So is it Saturday now? No, the car wash was Saturday.
Yeah.
And everything was fucking Saturday.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The world happened in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Has time
I think-
passed?
Yeah.
Time is passing now.
Okay.
This is the moment time is passing.
I think, yeah, like Steve is dancing away, and there's a very unfortunate moment very near the end where he looks at Bobby and says, I want to lick your abs.
Yes! Arc words. I'm sorry.
Oh my
I yelled
God.
too loud.
And I'm going
I'm
to lift
gonna-
one and do one up and one down.
Nice.
And I think my superior is going to go down.
To everybody listening on the stream, I want to lick your abs is a foolproof pickup line.
So good.
Forever.
And then I want to move forward because that's going to go poorly. And I want to see what the fallout is.
I actually don't think it's gonna go super poorly for you.
Okay.
Hey.
Sweet.
I think
It's a good hook. It really has only worked well. It's worked as well as it could work.
Well, and like Bobby's like the weird drama type. I can say that because I was
Yeah.
fucking president of
that's
the drama
true.
club. So president of
true.
drama club, I'm allowed to like yeah. So she kind of like grins like this like half like cocked like kind of smile. She's like, okay.
Yes. Yeah.
And then
Steve does not understand what your consternation is about.
Always works 100%
always
of the time.
so we have like the
So
moment
good.
where she like starts like really dancing with you now. You're not just like dancing near each other. You're like
Yeah.
dancing together.
I'm not going to make that check.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, who's no.
So, and we have like the dance floor moment where she grins and kind of like grabs your neck and like pulls you in for a kiss.
Sure, he's going to do that.
Okay. And there's like that dance floor kiss moment, and then we're gonna like fade. So
Awesome.
you get to decide what happens.
Like, are you ready? He's like, for what?
This is it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do?
Yeah. This is relationships. I've seen 10 and Nate do this forever.
Yeah.
And then fade to black. Like that's what happens on Grey's Anatomy.
She's like, Grey's Anatomy.
The gospel of Grey's Anatomy being preached throughout this game.
Yeah.
Is phenomenal.
All right, so there's definitely going to be like that weird moment where she's like we're not going to role play it out because we kind of faded at that perfect kiss. There's going to be the awkward day the next day where Steve's like, so I'm kind of confused.
Weird.
Yeah. So we'll wait for that to happen. Okay, so officially time has passed.
Oh.
If you have anything on your character sheet about time passing.
When time passes, roll plus mundane to see how I'm managing my obligations.
Okay.
Well,
That's a 6 on a miss. I haven't given my normal life anywhere near the attention it deserves. The GM chooses 2 obligations that are going to bite you in the butt. I will remind you, I am a salesperson at the world's last borders. I am the treasurer of the student government, and I am the surrogate parent to my younger sister, Claire.
I think it's going to be your job at Borders.
Okay.
And your sister. So she was kind of expecting you to be home.
No.
Yeah. And she said it was cool you could go out, but she didn't quite expect you to be out, and not come back. Because you went to Idolon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Crashed
so you
there.
Yeah, so you didn't come back at all that night. So she had a very stressful night worrying about where you were and things like that.
God, I should have texted.
Yeah. And yeah, Borders had sent you, they had someone call out, so they were trying to get a hold of you while you were at the club to come in and they didn't call it subbing. Sorry, I'm a teacher. And cover for.
Sorry.
You don't know anything about sex. Stop it, Steve. Yeah.
Nope, not a thing.
But to cover for somebody, and you just didn't respond, and that doesn't go over well with your boss. The manager gets really annoyed.
Oh boy. My boss, Pete.
Yes.
No,
Pete. Did I know that already? I'm gonna write that down.
No, I just made him up.
Nice.
He looks like Pete from Goofy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
what's our time pass thing?
We don't have one, do we?
Yeah, I think we do.
When time passes. We already have influence back over.
Okay.
We have manipulation.
So, all right. So we're over under
Yeah.
influence. Okay.
I don't think I have one.
You're right. Well played. Oh, where's my little
Because we still desperately care what the other person
all
thinks.
the time.
All right.
That's too real.
Yep.
That's very real. All right. Da, 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 da. Okay, morning the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So you wake up. Some of you are at Idolon. Some of you are now at Idolon after not being at Idolon all night.
By the way, Steve has definitely accidentally on purpose shown his powers to Bobby Knuckles.
Nice. Okay, cool. She's into that. That is
Sweet.
probably, probably what saved this kissing moment that was just going to become more, and then she was super confused that you didn't know anything about any of this.
Right.
She was not prepared to have a birds and the bees talk with the guy she was thinking was super hot. But then you have superpowers, so cool.
Do you tell her you're a hologram, or just that you have powers?
Oh, no, probably both.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That would
all
help
of the above.
explain why you didn't know what
Yeah.
comes next.
Yeah. I think that helps a little.
Yeah.
Maybe it's worse. I don't know.
I realized that at your core you're like an LED projector, but I always picture an overhead projector from a third grade classroom.
Yeah.
I just has somehow
Put some
gained sentience.
transparencies on there.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yep. Just new gels.
Yeah.
That's basically how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a tech nerd. That's kind of cool. She can be into that.
Awesome.
Okay, cool. So where is everyone?
I think Nate's in the common room of Idolon, in his super suit, his bodysuit, and his whole full face visor is pushed up on his forehead, but he's passed out on the couch with his feet up on the coffee table, and it's just dead asleep while people are moving around him, like trying to get to the breakfast thing and
Got it.
whatever. But yeah, I'm passed out in the common room.
Okay.
I fell asleep on the 10th floor.
No, we fell asleep on the floor together. And there is like a little Dutch baby. There was some sleepy time Dutch baby.
Just a pancake
Yeah,
on your
and-
shoulder. Oh
yeah.
God.
And I think 10 is like flopped over you. Like there's like an arm and a leg, just like sprawled.
So this is a
the
Sunday
girl-
morning, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, there's no
Girlfriend
like
cuddle.
roll call. You don't have to make the bus or anything. People are teenagers, so the teachers and the people who are there on the weekends to watch you they're used to people not appearing for quite some time. They're not super used to like people being passed out in the common room.
Just snapping.
Yeah, they're gonna just nod at that napping. Sure, it's fine.
Pull my mask down because it's too bright in
Yeah.
here now.
I do want to say Katy should not. Katy just is not seen here. Like only Clippy's seen here. So like for her to get to her room where her suit is might be.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, that might be an issue. What you may have forgotten, I'm going to have you roll. If you succeed, that's great. You remember that today is your first day of your community service that you have to do.
Whoops.
My what?
Whoops.
I choose to fail this roll.
Okay, that's fine. You totally
I
can.
am hungover. It's like, just covered in like powdered sugar.
What was that for again?
Carb.
What was the community service for?
Because you had you called Aegis for that.
Oh.
Yeah.
The senior class didn't get to do their moon trip.
Yeah. And yeah, they came in, the city spent a bunch of money with their super special team coming in and handling a situation that ended up not being a big deal at all. We didn't flesh out all the details of it because it was when we played Decima for world creation.
Nice.
But yeah, the senior group was pissed at you, everyone was pissed at you, and you got community service for costing the city a whole bunch of money to send out.
But like mad at all four of us, not specifically.
No, all four of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, all four of you together.
But mainly
Yeah.
Tendai.
No, it was 100% all of you who like did that together. So, and you all got equal punishment.
All are punished.
All are punished. Yeah. So if you think you might be a person who would remember that, go ahead and roll.
Yeah, go responsible one.
I'm asleep.
Yep.
Oh my god, I'm so sleeping.
What am I rolling plus?
Hey, can we get those different dice? Those ones
This
like
is
you.
literally. There's not an actual roll with this. This is not a thing. This is me seeing. Did you set your alarm?
I had
No.
I had a drink.
Okay.
So that's a 3.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a lot for Katy.
Yeah.
Okay. Would Steve have
Steve
done it?
would not even be concerned about it. At
Okay.
This point.
Okay.
I think I set an alarm about it.
Okay.
And then I'm just like, why is there an alarm? And then I have to start to fall back asleep.
Nice. Excellent. So this alarm goes off, and you guys just go right through that. It'll be fine.
And there's gonna be a point where it's like,
On the floor.
instead of like in bed, goes community service.
Yeah. The alarm goes off on my phone, but it's stuck on the Jingle Bell dogs. As we established.
That's
so
right.
I'm just like,
It's fine.
woof, 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 I get it.
Yeah. Nice. Very good. All right. So about an hour after your community service is supposed to start,
Nailed it. Yes. Good.
there's this knock on Tendai's door.
What?
And it is, oh God, what was his name?
We're
Sorry.
using telepathy. Who's at the door?
And it is, oh, we didn't name her. There's a super tough mentor that was your mentor, who's kind of like a fighty Valkyrie type badass woman.
I mean, I'm fine with Valkyrie.
Okay, well, we can just call her,
Nice.
yeah, Valkyrie. Not copywritten.
No.
That is a regular word from
Yeah.
Norse mythology.
Totally, totally fine.
And she's
Yeah.
Val to her friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are not her friends. You are her subordinates and her students. So,
Can we do my favorite modification on Valkyries, though? That instead of having a horse with wings, like she has wings
oh, that's cool.
that, like, she could, fold in. Like, Is
I'm
that
gonna
okay
have-
with
Still
everyone?
have
I'm
a
gonna have
horse,
them be
though?
digital.
Oh, maybe she has a horse too.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah. Okay.
So like when she like wants her wings, they like appear and they're sort of shimmery.
Yes, even better.
Yeah.
So
Same as the horse. She also
Yeah.
has a digital shimmery horse.
nice.
Because I'm making an NPC, and of course it has a horse.
Yeah.
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 This makes super sense. Steve's like, somebody I can look up to.
Yeah. So there's like this
Oh God, what's happening? Oh, the sound made me throw up. Hello?
Tendai, you are late for your community service.
Shit!
Oh, hey. Oh,
Oh shit! Community service, and I don't have my.
here.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go along the outside of the
no,
building.
hold on. Where's Nate? Nate.
Ow. Ow.
Oh, where are you?
I'm in the common room.
Like, okay.
Okay. Okay.
Why?
I don't know. I just community service.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Is there a moment like when you're like, why? Like kind of hopeful, like you want to talk to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
She did Nate. No, that's not what we say anymore.
But Nate.
But Nate.
So yeah, you get the whiff of hopefulness
Mm.
when you say, why?
Oh.
And sink right back into that hopeless condition. Yep.
You gotta go. You gotta be here.
Yeah, I'm
be
gonna
here.
roll Unleash My Powers to see if I can race down the hall
Yeah.
without anybody noticing me. No,
I'm gonna you don't have your suit with you,
I don't.
so
I
I'm gonna
have
have you be
Residual effects.
yeah. I'm gonna steal. I'm gonna have you roll disadvantage, so I want you to roll 3 dice, and
Okay.
you pick the 2 lowest.
All right.
Because you are now a totally well-trained but normal person trying to not be noticed by people with superpowers.
That's
Crap.
a 3.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a 3.
sorry.
Mark, your
potential though.
It's the potential.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
mark
the
of potential.
I'm like 1 away from leveling up, and I keep getting 7s and 8s. I'm like, fail the roll.
I don't even know if disadvantage is a thing in this game, but it makes sense.
It is now.
Yeah, it is now.
If you say it
Yeah.
is.
So as you're rushing down the hall, you feel like this, the feeling you get when like someone's watching you, and you turn around, and there's like 2 younger kids like standing there, like at the end of the hall, just kind of like staring at you.
Like the Shining.
No. They're not twins. They're not super creepy. It's like 2 kids who were like walking around on a Sunday to play, and like one of them has like a baseball bat, like they're gonna go up to the roof and play baseball or something, and they're just like caught off guard. They're kind of staring at you like, this is a stranger, we've never seen this person here,
Yeah.
and they're just like noticing you. They don't say anything, they don't come to you.
Hi, kids. It's me,
Hi.
the janitor, and I'm cleaning that way. Bye.
They're just gonna stand and look at each other confused, and you like run off.
I don't think that was the janitor.
They do not. They know the janitor. You have a crazy janitor that's from another dimension. Yeah. No, like
That
it's
is 100% not the weirdest thing they've seen today.
not even close. A normal person walking down a hall.
Right. Being
not-
a little weird.
Yeah.
Is there any way that somebody at Idolon would have like a normal boyfriend or girlfriend who would sleep over, or significant other?
They could have normal significant others, but they would not stay over at Idolon.
Okay.
So
yeah,
yeah.
there's-
In fact, even like significant others are not supposed to know about your secret identity.
Whoops.
Nailed it.
Check and check.
BT dubs. I took Dangerous Web. When I reveal a trap I've left for someone using your powers, roll plus your mask's label.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Now I'm getting traps.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Traps. Very nice. Okay, so you have no idea specifically. You've seen these kids around, but you aren't sure like how old they are, which teachers they have, that sort of thing. You don't really pay much of attention to them.
Tell me if you don't like this, but I think that Katy obviously runs into the Springer's room. It has like one of those whiteboards on it. This is like Klipspringer.
Yeah.
At the
Oh my
top.
God.
Well, I'm gonna have your, because I don't want them to see who you are, because then they'll be like, oh, it's just her. I want them to be like, there was a weird woman here earlier, and she was like running in the halls, and like report that. So that becomes a bigger thing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But so you run like it's like an L-shaped hall, and your room's like down there. So they see you run down the hall and then like turn left, and then
Nice.
yeah, they're like, "Who was that? We have no idea. Let's go tell somebody."
Yeah.
So that's gonna be
Oh,
a
it's all
thing that comes
secrets.
back later. Yeah, that's totally what all kids sound like. So then you go in and you're there and you change.
Gotta put on my accent.
In the common room,
I almost forgot.
It's okay.
in the common room, Nate sits up and then looks at the like purple lit up suit that matches Tendai's. Stands up, pulls his mask all the way on, and just starts pulling off his bodysuit. He still has underwear on, but
Yeah.
it's just like putting all that under his arm and walking up to his room in his underwear and mask.
Oh my god, amazing.
Okay. Cool.
So whatever, I don't know if that's going to cause a problem, but
Okay.
that's what he's doing. He's just going to go get some other
you.
clothes.
We're gonna have a moment where the same kids are like heading to the roof, and they see you walk by with like
Yep.
your mask and in your underwear, and they just give you like the weirdest look, like, "What is up today?" And they continue on. Yeah. Now they're headed. They've stopped headed towards the roof, and they're now headed towards like the administration hallway.
Oh, yes.
Like, what's
Nice.
happening? So yeah. So you go ahead and go up there.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's cut to real quick.
Yep.
Let's cut. And where is Steve?
Oh, Steve's still hanging out with Bobby Knuckles.
Cool. Okay.
And so that's when he sits up and goes, "Community service." And she's like, "What?"
No,
Yeah.
you don't get hours for that.
Yeah. It's totally different.
That's
But
fine.
way more
Yeah.
work.
So in the evening, did you and Bobby did Bobby Knuckles tell you how things work, or did she show you how things work?
I think she showed me how things work, but they didn't go like all the way or
Okay.
anything like that. But
Okay.
she's like, "Here, come here, you, come here, superhero." I'm like,
Yeah.
"All right, what's
Okay.
going on? What are we gonna do?"
Nice. Okay. So you had some fun, but not all the fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
Still some reveals.
Yeah. Very good. Okay. So suddenly you said,
Also, he probably thinks that she is his girlfriend without actually talking to her
good,
about what
yes.
that
Yep.
means.
yeah.
Now you're a real boy.
Yay!
And this is
You
my
made an
girlfriend.
assumption about someone else's feelings. You're a real boy now.
Definitely a teenager for sure.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Well, that's
man.
how things work, right? I was just told like
Yeah.
how relationships work.
Teenage Kimmy thought so. I kissed
Yeah.
you. You're my boyfriend.
Yeah.
That's not how that
And
works.
and Bobby showed him how like mechanics work, but
Yeah.
not like theoretical like
Right.
relationship things.
Yeah.
She kind of assumed I knew that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure she's super good at those either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. Very good. So you sit up. Community service. Bobby's like, what?
Oh, I was supposed to do something today.
Community
see-
service?
Yeah, it's because of Aegis. We had a thing where
love all of
we
this.
screwed up, and like we called Aegis, and they came here, and so the senior class can go to the moon. It was a big thing.
You
So
call them?
yeah, no, do you want? We can call them later.
That'd be awesome. She does a thing where, like, she has, like, the lame face, like, you have to do community service, and then you say, like, all of that, and she's like, whoa, like, super impressed and thinks that's amazing.
Yeah, we're a pretty big deal.
Yeah, we're in a lot of trouble. That's
It's
true.
a big deal.
So is it, like, special community service? Do you have to, like, go beat up bad guys and stuff?
I don't know. Like, I think it's really secretive, like down low. Like they didn't tell us anything. You just gotta show up at this time, which was. It looks at his watch, at his wrist, and there's no watch on it.
Yeah.
Then makes a watch.
Yeah.
An hour ago.
That is so cool. Can you do that with anything?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna go make a motorcycle right now.
Oh my god.
All right. Am I allowed? Can I come with
Digital
you?
fuckboy.
Can I come with you? And I can do community service stuff.
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay.
I don't think she's allowed to join
I'm
us.
looking forward to this. Bring
No, she's a really good fighter.
She says no.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Okay.
She can ride on my motorcycle to community service.
100%. So just like for clarification for everyone, you just got an address and a time for this community service.
Easy.
Yeah. So like you don't know for certain what it is, but you're pretty sure you're not going to be like wearing vests on the highway picking up trash or
Yeah,
something
all right.
like that.
Tight.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was going to be. Good morning, Valkyrie.
Hi, you were running very late.
Dutch baby.
I'm fine, thank you. I already ate. She looks a little horrified.
She just puts it gently back down on the ground. Okay. If you give me, 10 minutes, can you give me a ride?
Yes, I can give you a ride. Are you all late? Or are you the only one who hasn't gone already?
Yep.
Aegis is expecting you.
No, Nate's downstairs. I switch on him immediately. Nate's on his way up. Clippy's probably already there because she's always so punctual.
I don't think they would have called me if nobody showed up. If one of you had shown up, though.
And
where's Steve?
Pretend.
He wasn't. I knocked on his door.
Steve! I don't know where he is.
That was helpful. Thank you.
Sorry. I don't really know what you want or
That's
need
fine.
from me.
You should get some coffee and you should get going.
Okay. You need to yell 100% less. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Oh my god, where are my pants? Did I wear pants last night?
That's like when she closes the door
Yeah.
and walks
It's just
away.
the ground rummage, like a teenager, these are good enough.
She's gonna go find you.
Mm-hmm.
But you already went to your room, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so she goes down to the common room and you're not there anymore.
Mm-mm.
But people who were there are like, yeah, he was here. He was sleeping. And she's like, oh, of course he was. Knows what that means.
Yeah.
All right. So, and
I have anger dressed myself, and
fantastic. So we're gonna kind of skip it just a little bit.
Yeah.
You guys are ready, and she's sitting, and there's it's a little bit nicer than the van you guys take, but it's nondescript nice. It's a brand new looking, but it's normal looking. Quote, I'm doing air quotes for people who are listening. It's got a bunch of cool, very high-tech shit in it, but it's made to look normal. And she's sitting in it, in the driver's seat, looking really fucking annoyed. Yeah. This is her day off.
Are we supposed to be in super suits?
All you have is the address.
Okay.
So generally, if you were going to be on a mission, you would have been told.
Yeah.
So you probably don't need to be in super suits, but you could probably go in super suits because it's not
I'm wearing yoga pants and a hoodie and the biggest glasses I can find.
Yeah.
And she's just against a window.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cool.
and I've got black cargo pants and the black tank top and my mask
Okay.
on.
Okay.
On the one hand, the Klipspringer is a paragon of the city, and it would not do for people to see her picking up trash or whatever it is we're going to do. On the other hand, hello, Nate. How you doing today?
Hey, Clippy. I'm medium.
Nathan.
Yeah.
She's a little hungover.
Yeah.
Same.
Where's Steve?
She's like, what did you do last night?
I don't. I'm not 100% sure.
You've got to stop yelling, both of you.
I was up all night practicing opera, and that's why I was. And then she burps a little, and it smells like lemon. Ooh,
Amazing.
excuse me.
Nice. So okay, we have this awkward drive, and Valkyrie's like, I don't know where Steve is. He wasn't in his room. We'll have a conversation about that later.
So she says that while they're driving?
Yeah.
So I think right when that happens, you're goes right by, and there's light cycle behind it.
Yeah.
And Steve is tearing ass down the street, weaving in and around traffic.
Nice.
There's this moment of Valkyrie just staring, and you can feel if you're in the van, the accelerator stops, her foot pulled off of it. And then she just her eyes narrow, and then slowly the van speeds up and follows this light cycle
I didn't see it.
to this very nondescript, very boring looking building. That is the address that you were supposed to show up to.
Yeah.
And so you park your motorcycle.
Oh yeah, no, it goes away all digitally
Yeah.
and stuff, super cool Tron
and you notice there's a van that's pulled up behind you, and you turn and look, And like Valkyrie's sitting in the front seat, giving you like dagger eyes.
I'm like, oh, I've done something wrong. I don't know what, but I'm sure I'll find out.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I found
Well,
Steve.
that would
I found
well
him.
doing showing your powers in public like that,
Mm-hmm.
especially with a girl on the back of this bike, like you would have been explained those rules.
I
Yeah.
know.
Okay.
Wait,
He
who
is
the fuck
he is aware that he is doing
Oh, got
something
it.
wrong.
That's what he's. Okay.
yeah.
Got it. Okay.
He is, but he is also like, nope.
It's fine.
All right, this is fine. This
Yeah,
is
okay.
a-okay fine.
Okay. I couldn't tell if you were saying like he
Yeah.
really didn't understand. Okay.
No. He is aware that he has done a really bad
He's-
thing.
Yeah.
And telling her all of like his superpower stories and stuff is a
Yeah.
really bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
But-
okay to do bad things.
It's okay to do bad things.
Wait, what happened? Who is
that's
Bobby?
that's what
Why
I'm
is
learning.
Bobby here?
I don't know, but I'm going to find out. The three of you go inside.
Does Bobby go to Idolon too?
Oh my
No.
god. What? Did you bring Bobby?
Who's Bobby? I
Yeah.
don't know any Bobby. I've never met a
She
Bobby.
doesn't go to opera school.
She goes
Let's
to
go.
she goes to High Pie.
Oh, not the
So
opera
Valkyrie
school.
like gets out and does the slam of the door,
Yeah.
and you think there might be a little bit of a dent where she slammed the door.
So loud. So loud.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she walks up, like she very pointedly, not looking at you, Steve, at this very moment. She walks around the front of the van, walks between the van and the motorcycle without looking at you or Bobby, walks up to the door, and there's like a keypad. She types in a code on the keypad. The door opens, and there's like, you see there's like a little standing room, and then there's like another door on the inside. And she stands there and turns and looks at you very expectantly. You need to hurry.
Oh,
No.
okay.
All right.
All
What are you
right.
gonna do to Bobby? You're gonna kill her?
Wait, what?
Don't kill her.
Don't kill Bobby.
Oh no! Please don't kill Bobby.
It's getting so much worse.
Do you want me to mind wipe her?
What?
You four need to go inside.
No,
I
I've
will
got
handle Miss. I'm sorry. What is your name? And then she says her name. Rollins. Rollins. I will take care of this.
Oh, I thought her last name was Knuckles.
No, she's.
Incidentally, not a thing Clippy would know.
Yeah. Oh.
Bye. I'll catch up with you later.
Get the. What the fuck was that? I'm just gonna walk in.
Yeah. So the four of you walk in. The door like shuts behind you.
Do you guys know what I did last night?
Shut up!
Both of you are so loud.
The doors past there, they look like very nondescript, like they're push doors, but then they like slide sideways, like very futuristically. And past it is like a very high tech, futuristic, like almost military style, like office / space. It looks like Idolon, except less like home.
Okay.
It is a workplace for. This is very obviously like one of Aegis's like bases.
Thanks.
I wish this was happening on any other day.
Oh my god, are you hungover too?
Yeah.
Today is the greatest day of my entire life.
What the fuck? Hold on. Why is Bobby Knuckles here?
Because she's my girlfriend now.
What?
Yeah. It was a great night.
In the 12 hours since we've seen you,
Yeah.
you have a girlfriend now.
Yeah.
That's not how any of this works. And why was she here? You know, you're not supposed to tell your SO anything about.
Yeah, but I mean,
Did you tell her stuff?
maybe a little.
How much did
Okay.
you tell her?
A little. It's fine. It's fine. It's just, she had to know, why I could do stuff. So I told her.
What? Did you
I mean, she already seen it.
did you do power stuff in front of her?
Well, it was an accident. I was made Snappletini.
Okay, so we're not supposed to use our powers in front of the high kids.
I realize that, but it's Bobby. I mean, she's different.
Fuck that.
I think it's beautiful.
I think it's stupid.
Special love.
I think. Can I say? I think it's stupid at the same time.
Yeah.
I think
I think it's
stupid.
stupid.
Ah,
So,
I love love, don't you?
I hate you, Clippy.
wait, you hate?
Now, what are we doing here in this what appears to be the set of the popular American sitcom The Office?
Wait, what?
So Irish. Ow. Hurting hurts my head.
Potato.
No, it's.
Do you have a second mask? I would like one of those very badly right now.
Oh, Steve,
just
you
this
haven't
one.
seen The Office.
No, it's the Office.
Can I explain it to you?
All right. So, as you're doing this,
I want to pierce the mask
okay.
on. Yeah. I'm gonna take. So I can use 2. Wait, no. Which one is it? I have a thing.
Okay.
I don't remember what it is.
While you're looking it up, I'm just gonna describe.
Yeah.
There's a very large metal like reception desk with a very butch-looking like military guy with like the like trademark like spike hair and everything
Yeah.
sitting behind it as like the receptionist.
Nice.
Can I help you?
So loud.
I'm sure.
Community service.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the 4 from Idolon.
Hurtful.
All right. Here he hands you like these like badges to wear around your neck.
Is this a clip-on? I don't wear badges.
He gives you a look that like he does not give a shit.
My stinking badges.
Yeah.
I loop it through a belt loop and hang it down by my leg.
That's smart. All right. He doesn't care about that either. These will give you access, look on them, and it'll direct you to the room you're working in today.
Are we all in the same room?
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
So I believe you're doing clerical work today.
Not cool.
Oh,
I
fun.
hate this.
So
Are you a superhero? Can you just shoot me, please?
all this information is classified. You're already late. I would suggest you go. He pushes like a button on the desk, and all 4 of your badges beep. And if you look at it, like suddenly it's like a very thin like screen that like actually has like, you look up and you're like, oh, that's the room we're in, and there's like a beep, like a little flashy light, like where you are,
This
oh
is
my God,
actually
this is
cool.
Very cool.
and there's like
damn
a
it.
little.
I hate Aegis. They're very
Yeah,
good
there's
at
like a
this.
little light up path showing you like where to walk on this map, and as you walk, it's like a Google map that like moves as you
Nice.
walk, so it's showing you where to go.
I'm gonna turn around the wrong way and take 2 steps just to see what happens.
It kind of goes. Eh.
I
It shows
turn
like the
around.
little arrow turning to me.
I turn around and follow. These are very good.
And you see when you do that he kind of like looks up at you, like something notified him that you were going somewhere you were not supposed to go.
Oh my God. These are very good. I'm gonna keep mine after. Start walking down the hall.
If I could make my mask plate something like this.
Do you make all your
Clippy's
stuff?
Clippy's already making a beeline for this room because there's going to be filing, there's going to be alphabetizing.
Ew!
there's
Why
gonna
are we friends?
It's all stuff she's good at. She can use it. She works at a Borders.
That's fair. Oh my God, you were born for this. Ugh. I'm gonna bitch the whole time, but I want to pierce Nate's mask,
Okay.
and I'm gonna use my 2 of a kind bond to do so. So I'm gonna mark the condition guilty to take a 10+. So blue. None of these are great. What? I don't know. How can I get your character to be okay?
Aw.
Oh. I think if... So Nate has internalized that this breakup is all his fault. I know, but that's...
I know.
So if you were somehow able to convince him that it wasn't his fault, not that you have to, but like,
Yeah.
that's where he is. It's
Okay.
like, this is all his fault, and he obviously did something wrong, and that's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you want me to do?
Simultaneously disappear and kiss him.
Yeah! Oh my God, what a mood. And I guess it's a sort of vague, what do you intend to do?
Oh. What?
Did you get a whiff of what you did with Josh?
Oh.
If you don't want to, that's okay.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
know if that's right on the surface.
Okay.
What do I intend to do? I am. Well, I'm going to give you this really specific thing. Nate is going over new superhero names, like listing ideas in his head.
Oh.
And I think she just like sort of nods, keeps walking.
Because you were mad about Gemini.
I wasn't. He took all the requests away.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just want to see real quick. So, the tooling around with Bobby and like showing up with her, does that count as misunderstanding, collateral damage, or unintended consequences for never lie about your feelings?
All of the above?
I don't know. Did you misunderstand? Or did you
Well,
know?
no. It's
okay.
causing a misunderstanding with somebody else,
Oh.
or collateral damage, or unintended consequences.
There's definitely going to be some unintended consequences. Yes.
Sweet.
Sorry, I thought you had to misunderstand and to make that happen. Okay.
No.
Yes, you absolutely. There's gonna be
Give him
problems there.
consequences.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so when we get to clerical,
So you're gonna go in there. I'm gonna have you. I'm gonna stall for just another second.
Yeah, sure.
So you're walking down. These are very high tech hallways.
Yeah.
Like more so, even like you thought Idolon was like the epitome of technology and like
Yeah.
buildings. This is like way past that. It's like parts. Like it almost looks like it's more futuristic than like most sci-fi stuff. Like very smooth, like almost carved out of like what looks like metal.
Nice.
And just like perfectly pristine. There don't seem to be any like windows anywhere that you've seen, at least in the parts that you are in. So, but you do remember seeing windows from the outside of the building
Yeah.
when it looked like totally normal, like an office building. So, and it feels, it's very confusing. Like, if any of you are really good at directions or things like that, you usually are like, well, no, maybe not Ted. You're like, you usually like you can go through a building and kind of keep sort of an idea of what direction you came from at least. This very quickly, nobody knows what direction they're going.
I think that is confusing for Nate because he has this very kinesthetic awareness
Yeah.
around him, you know, like a sense of where everything is.
Yeah.
So yeah, being disoriented is double disorienting.
Yeah. So
And hungover.
Yeah, hungover, but also like no windows. You've making a bunch of turns. All the hallways look identical, and all the doorways look identical. You notice that there's no markings on any of the doors. Like they're not numbered. There's nobody's names on them. Like every door looks identical, and they seem to be pretty
But
much
our,
spaced.
Our passes are just like leading us.
Yeah, exactly. So your passes are taking you exactly where you need to go.
I would like to stall for time by moving up to one of these blank doors and attempting to like. Let's roll some burn. Let's do this.
Okay.
It's a new beautiful day, and I'll roll plus my conditions.
Ooh.
Oh Lord. 3 conditions.
Oh, good.
Well,
You have 3 or no? Oh, you have
I
no
have to mark.
conditions.
Well, I had 1, but I
Whoops.
still rolled a miss, so I have to mark 3 more,
Whoops.
which I'll do really quickly in
I
order
want burn so bad, and I
to
can
hold 2.
get it.
Because I want to use elemental awareness,
Okay.
and I want to try to see through the eyes of whoever's on the other side of this door.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. I'm like, what a mistake!
Um,
I did.
So you do succeed. You see through the eyes of the person on the other side of this door, and then you see them look up and look at you through the door, and then you are pushed out of their head.
Yeah. I think she physically reels back and like hits the other side of the door, like, oh.
Whoa. Are you okay?
Oh my god. Don't do the thing I just did. They knew I was.
And as you're standing right there, like the doors then slide open, and there's very small. You can't really tell their age. Like they might be really young or they might be really old.
Yeah.
So they're bald. They're very slight build, and they're just like staring at you with like very not inhumanly large, but just creepily large eyes.
Yeah.
They're just like they walk out and they stare straight at you.
I'm so sorry. I thought this was where
And like your tag is completely like you turn your tag to them, it's like bloop, it tells you exactly like where you're not.
Confused.
And you just hear in your head like whispered, "You're very rude."
Oh, I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna start walking faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was that? What was that? What just happened?
I won't forget this.
Oh my god, who even are you?
And then they turn and they go back in and they close.
You can hear it in her, like,
Oh,
you
okay.
can still hear it inside
Yeah.
my head. That's fine.
I think
Well, I'm
I
trying
think
not
you
to.
only heard that, like 100%.
Yeah, but no, you can hear me freaking out
Yeah.
about it. Like, oh my god,
Yeah.
what even was that? I wasn't even doing anything.
So yeah, so that's the thing.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oof. Well, I'm one condition away from having to exit the scene. So
Yeah.
Yay!
I've done a very good job again.
Yep.
Whoops.
So you're walking down this hallway.
Also, while we're walking, probably before and then interrupted by this, and then
Yeah.
I have like a little like spiral bound pocket notebook that is clear I'm working on a song. Like
Oh my god.
this is the only way through this.
Yes. All right. Absolutely.
No, actual X's.
Very good.
Fuck you and your live journal.
Life journal.
So you get to the point like where you're like a few doors down, and you take another right or left. It's hard to keep track of it now. And you get to the door that like there's like a little dot on it on your thing, and then you know when your phone buzzes when you have a text message,
Yeah.
like all your badges kind of give like a soft little buzz, like when you get to the right
How
place.
does it do that? It's just
Yeah.
one layer of plastic.
Yeah. So and the door slides open. Do you go inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I like take off the
Yeah.
glasses. And her eyes are like glowing purple, like, okay.
I'm leaving my mask all the way on.
Okay. Okay.
I've not moved it.
Okay. You walk in the door, and it's like a high-tech, like giant warehouse, which should not be possible in this space compared to where the last door was, and where all these other things are. It's like a high-tech version of like at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark, where like all the
Yes.
stuff. There's like, but they're instead of like crates, they're like these high-tech, like plastic containers that you can't actually see seams on. And it's just like it must be like almost an acre of.
I think I like stumble forward, like my telekinetic awareness. It's like, what the like?
Yeah.
I'm so off balance right now.
Yeah.
What is this? What is this room?
Oh, there's so many things to file.
Stuff.
Are you excited?
We're going to alphabetize all of this.
I hate you.
This room is too big.
I wish my friend Katy were here because she would understand that this isn't fun.
Katy Kid? Katy Kid?
Yeah.
She's pretty cool.
The unstoppable Katy Kid.
She has good announcements.
She does. Well, no, that's not her. That's Liliana.
That's Liliana Santos.
Liliana Santos.
Oh, whoops.
She just like is
yeah.
also friends with Katy.
Yeah,
and always
yeah.
talks about her. It's super weird.
so
That I'm like, I'm just trying to find out like when free period is. But like, let's talk about Katy.
So while as you're talking, this little orb comes and it floats, and it's just kind of it floats like it's kind of like waiting. And then when you guys stop talking,
Is it like metal or what?
you can tell what it
Stop
is.
it.
It's glowing from the inside. So it's somewhat translucent, but it's not see-through.
I just want to see if I can like. I'm not going to move it, but I'm like, can I move this?
Yeah.
Like, is it solid? That's what I
Okay,
need to
it
know.
is solid.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Do you reach your hand out like that?
Yeah, because I'm really groggy, and normally I don't like, do the
Yeah,
like,
that's a joke. We're like,
yeah, we do that shit to be funny, but like at least for telekinesis, that's like Nate is just a duck on water.
Okay.
But right now it's like his hand comes up a little bit. He's like, oh, okay, that's a solid thing that I'm looking at, and that feels better.
Yeah. When you bring your hand up, it kind of backs up just a little bit. It goes boom, boom.
oh my god, what'd you do?
Nothing.
And it kind of has a little flash that matches the boom, boom. It like kind of flashes with it.
Sorry.
Oh my god,
Just-
I love it.
I think it wants to be our friend.
Yeah, are you our friend?
Boom,
What?
That's a yes.
What's your name?
boom.
Okay. Okay. Where are we supposed to go?
I'm going to touch the orb.
It kind of backs away. It doesn't want you to touch it.
Oh,
Please let me touch.
Boom, boom.
Oh, boom.
Okay,
Maybe we
so we're not supposed to touch it.
Yeah, but it starts
what
to
do
kind
we
of
do?
float. It starts floating away and then like stops. It doesn't turn, but it's like.
I'm gonna do my float, like just lift up off the ground so I can float with it.
Okay, cool. And when it's easier following it, it continues.
Nice.
And it leads you to, not super far down, about like 50 yards from where you came in. And there's no, you notice there's no other doors. Like you definitely saw doors in the hallways when
Yeah.
you were walking by that should be right here.
Yeah.
And there's no other doors to this room.
Cool.
There
This is
is,
so upsetting.
It's
yeah. So there's actually like, it's not a pile, but there's neatly stacked stuff that is not in containers. And then there's a nice stack of these very tiny, like the size of a Rubik's Cube, little white, like the same stuff that is on all this stuff, but they're very small, and there's a giant stack of those, like very neatly stacked.
Little white cubes.
Of little white cubes.
Okay.
Next to the very nicely organized, random looking shit, if you look at it. So,
Okay.
I totally spaced that when you're giving that entire
it's
explanation.
fine, it's totally good. So, and you start looking at the stuff, and it sort of just looks like junk.
yeah.
So, at first glance, it looks like pieces of metal. It looks like, there's some small shiny things. There's like there's like a cassette tape is one of the things. It's super random, weird.
So we're putting trash in little boxes. Boom. Are we putting trash in little boxes?
Boom.
Oh, cool.
Sounded like a question.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I don't know if Boom understands like trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are the things I keep.
well, yeah. I mean, it's art.
I'm gonna pick up the cassette tape
Okay.
and then one of the like white boxes and put it in the box.
Yep. And the little box, the little white box, like it shifts until it's perfectly encasing
Oh my god.
the cassette tape. It's like the perfect size.
Nice. Step in one of these boxes. I just want to see something.
Okay.
I don't know if that's anything. Don't get in the box. What if they put you away?
I should have predicted this.
I put my hand in one of the boxes.
Yeah.
Just keep going down.
It goes.
I just started screaming. Ah!
Oh, I'm gonna look what's in there.
Boom. Boom, boom.
Don't go in.
I'm gonna go in it.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna go in the box. I'm getting in the box.
So,
I'm sorry.
wait. Let's finish the cassette tape thing.
Yeah.
So you put it in the little thing,
Yeah.
and then Boom comes over, and it looks like it's made out of the same like plastic, except it's glowing.
Yeah.
And it like does a thing where it like bumps up against it, and then the cassette tape automatically goes and starts floating.
Oh my god, I know it's where to go.
Yeah, and it goes and files itself.
This is so good.
This is so much less exciting.
Oh my god, did you want to
Yeah,
do
it
it
files.
yourself?
I did.
Okay, file me, and I'm gonna get in the box.
Yeah, you're gonna. Boom does not come over to Tappy. He's like,
Just like in it. And
I don't
can
know.
I fit all the way
It's not
inside
even a
this
he, it's
little
an it.
box?
it
move?
changes and gets big enough, and suddenly it's like a weird, like almost coffin shape.
Yeah. Oh, this is upsetting.
Coffin or a casket?
I don't know the difference.
Okay.
When
A
it's-
casket
yeah.
has a hinged lid. A coffin
Okay.
has a detachable
All right,
lid.
creepy boy.
Whichever, it doesn't have any lid. There's no seams on it, so
Okay.
so she is now in a box that has no seams.
Yep.
Should I file you?
Bye. Yeah, because I died. Just bury me in this boring fucking
So-
warehouse.
What is it we have to do? We have to take the stuff and put it
Put
in
in
a box?
the little
Yeah.
white boxes.
Oh, okay.
So Boom's like sitting here. You don't know what they're doing,
Yeah.
but if you had to guess, you'd guess that they were just looking. Like
Yeah.
they were their programming
It's
was
a
not
very
it was not for
judgmental
this.
Like, that's not what goes there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You also notice too that you can't hear anyone anymore. 10.
Oh, thank God.
Oh,
I would
including
like
me.
to reach out with my power to just touch a brain and hear some stuff.
Okay.
I
Roll
guess-
unleash your
yeah.
powers.
Yeah, that's about right. No, it's a 5 plus 3 is an 8.
Okay. So you can. It's like pushing through, like when you're trying to run in water, where it's like you're trying to push through something. So you're able to like hear, and it's kind of muffled, and and we'll randomly say, like, roll a dice. 1, 2, 3.
3.
Okay, so you Klipspringer. You kind of vaguely feel Klipspringer's mind, and you hear her a little bit. So it's not your power's working, but it's weird through this box.
Oh, okay. These are anti-power boxes, but I do like this a bunch. She says, not knowing if I can hear her.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah.
And knock gently on the side of the box. Please let me out of this box now. I made a mistake.
I think, well, Steve's thinking about a lot of things right now, especially like, oh my god, I totally just got Bobby in trouble and she's going to hate me forever. So I think he feels guilty. And that is, I'm going to use the power of Mind of Their Own, which lets me mark a condition to gain brand new abilities adapted to the situation.
Okay.
And so I'm going to make trash robots, like 1 billion trash robots to do this for us.
Nice.
And they're not like digital. They're like digital turns into like really real ones for a little while, and then they're going to, I'm just going to make trash robots do this for us.
Okay.
That's cool.
Like little tiny like flying ones. They got kind of like the orb thing, but it's more like a cube, and then they got like little 2 arms, on,
cool.
like adorable arms on them. And,
Nice.
Yeah, and they're going to fly around and do this stuff.
Nice.
Steve, can I borrow a guitar, like an electric guitar that's not plugged into anything?
I'm so glad I can hear this.
Sure, like from one of these.
Well, like
Would
just
you want-
one of yours.
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead. Yeah, make it good.
Yeah. All right. Good.
Electric guitar and an amp.
No, I don't want that.
Oh, okay.
So anyone who's actually paying attention to any of this, who's
in the
not
box,
10,
I
you're in a
think.
box.
Yeah.
Roll assess the situation.
Okay, all of us.
Yeah. I feel like you're making robots. You probably should
Yeah.
roll too.
I'm playing with the guitar.
Okay.
I'm gonna skip it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in my own shit.
I got a 9.
A 9.
Mm-hmm.
Rest of the situation is roll plus superior.
9.
9. Okay, perfect. Both of you notice that some of these weird metal parts look really familiar.
Oh yeah, I know what this is.
So it looks like it might be like, wait, isn't that part of the robot's head that we fought like not that long ago?
Oh, the one we sent to the moon. Well, not to the moon, just
Yeah,
into
but like
space.
they're leftover parts from that.
Oh wow. Wait a second, was that an Aegis spot?
I'm in the box. I cannot be accessed right now. Someone wants to let me out of the box. I didn't think about this.
Are you still talking to me?
Huh? I basically was like, I yelled with my brain, and her just like, I'm like, this is actually kind of nice. I should get out soon. I don't know how air works in here.
So you got in there and closed it? I thought you were just
It
like
kind of just
in
closed it.
Oh.
Yeah, when you touch it, it kind of does the thing.
Yeah, it's like the box.
Yeah.
Oops.
Does it have wheels? Can we roll you around? Like, as a
Can
carry-on?
I have my robots assemble one?
You could try, but I mean, there's like most of it you sent like to the moon, but there was like a few small parts that you guys like when you were fighting it like fell off.
Oh, so it's specifically that robot, not a robot like it.
It looks like it's the pieces that you saw from your fight.
Ah.
Yeah.
Whether there are other robots like it, you don't know. It looks like they were like, we're gonna have them clean up their own mess.
Smart.
Yep.
Super smart.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, we cleaned up most of it already.
Do we hear like
Nope,
anything from
you do
inside
not
the box?
hear any
Okay.
knocking.
So I'm just assuming she wants to be in there.
At some point, a trash robot's going to pull her out, I think.
Oh yeah,
Why?
like, we need this box for something.
No, it's just like, it's us collate everything and bring it and put it in the
Oh,
stuff.
this is like incorrectly filed.
Okay, I guess I'll try to get out of the box now.
Well, as the little robots are putting things in the things, Boom's like going up and touching them, and they're all
Yeah.
going and filing.
Yeah.
It's
just
not
sick.
doing that for you.
Yeah.
You're beyond its programming. It's like,
Can I get out of it?
not yet.
Okay. This is good. There's like a whole panic situation, and just like from the outside, just a normal looking box.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what the fuck?
Maybe if you reached out to the other telepath in the room.
I know you would think that, but I feel very guilty, and I will do no such thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, do any of
is
you
good.
even
This
know
is
how to
fine.
open that box?
I'm sitting on the edge of a desk that I assume was there, and I'm working on like chords for the song that I'm writing.
Yeah. Well, there's not a desk in there, but there's There's like some other large like container things, so you can sit on something large.
Okay.
But there's
It just looks cooler if I'm sitting down.
yeah.
to,
So you're
like,
sitting,
yeah.
and we'll just say it's like a big steel box because
very
there
cool.
wouldn't really be a desk in there.
All right.
It's a warehouse. So.
Okay.
Cool. What is Clippy doing?
Cliffy's working.
Oh my God, you're so pure.
She's over there with the little robots, like
Yes.
doing the things.
Oh, thank you. You're so helpful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice. Very good. So yeah, as you're going, did you want them to? Should I have you roll to have them assemble it, or you just?
Well, no. If there isn't, if it's the rest of the robot that we sent up, I thought they were fighting more of these robots, and so there are a bunch of them.
No.
So we put one together just to kind of see what we were fighting. But if it's just like the leftover bits from the one that we hit, then
Yeah.
there's
I mean, it's hard to tell. Like there might be some other bits from other ones, but it.
Oh, well then, if there's other bits from other ones, sure, totally.
Yeah, there's
I
not
wanna
enough.
Put that together.
They like
What could go
looking at
wrong?
looking at it.
I approve this message.
Yeah, being part, mechanical yourself, technology yourself. You can tell there's not enough for a full robot, but if you want them to start assembling stuff, like that's a thing you can do.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Absolutely. Let's do this. What could go wrong?
What could go wrong?
What are you making?
I don't know. I think it's that thing we fought.
Oh, it looks like that robot.
Yeah.
Huh.
Weird.
Why is it here?
Well, I'm putting it together to see what it does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, next chord. Like, no.
Yeah. Nice. You're
So
right.
angry with the
Taking
box
notes.
now.
I rolled a 9 on assess. Do I get a question from that?
Oh yeah, I was just having you roll to give you that recognition of
no
the
worries.
pieces. If you want another question, you can. That's
Clippy,
fine.
for the love of God, please be the voice of reason right now.
Yeah. I just want to know what here is the biggest threat. Like, these robots are recognizable to me.
They're not a threat to you because they're in pieces.
For now.
I just gave Tappy a look for people listening. You have a sense of unease about this place, but there doesn't seem to be anything here that's a threat to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. This is a dangerous place, but you are supposed to be here right now, so it is not dangerous for you. You get the feeling that if you ever came here uninvited, that it would probably be very dangerous.
Yeah.
But you have a badge, so you're fine.
Steve, are you putting together a death robot?
I don't know. I kind of wanted to see what we fought, just kind of like see what it can do.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have you roll Unleash Your Powers
All right.
to have these robots assemble.
That is a 9.
Okay.
Actually, that's a 10. While I'm working on stuff, I'm moving things. Like, no, Steve, I think that goes there.
Nice.
Are you just using like a little bit of like telekinesis? Like,
Yeah, while I'm
that
playing
side.
guitar.
Yeah, just like nudging it in the right
Yeah,
spot.
no. I think it's that piece. That one's backwards.
Team pool. Okay.
Nice.
So eventually you get what it looks like part of the head, almost like the Phantom of the Opera, like half mask of the head, but it's empty. Like there's not like the processors and stuff that were in there. It looks like maybe this was part that got stuck, like when you'd spun its head off and it got stuck in the
A little
roof.
bit.
Yeah. And then it kind of goes down into like a shoulder piece and like part of an arm. So that's kind of all you have once you have all the pieces together. But it's definitely like, if it's not the one you fought, which you think it probably is, it's definitely one exactly like it. And like
there-
things are cracked and stuff.
Any stuff inside it that's like, because I'm like not bothered to walk over to it. Like, does it say where any of that stuff is from? Like, does it look like? I don't know.
There are
Made
no,
in the USA or
Yeah.
something? Yeah. I don't know.
there are no. Yeah, it does not
There's
say
no labels. Like,
made in.
made by Dr.
Yeah,
Evil.
no. No,
Okay.
nothing like that.
Hey, robots, is anything that's already been collated like this around here?
Boom.
Love boom.
Is that a yes?
Boom.
All right, well, maybe my clerical robots can find it.
I just want to take one apart, like a
Yeah.
whole one,
And see what it
how
does.
they like. How does this thing even work? All the like machine in it is gone.
And how did it do like the silent thing? And what
That
did
was
it want? Where is
wild.
it from? Yeah.
We're supposed to be filing.
Most
Well,
of
we
the
are.
everything's put away. We're like filing it together.
It's-
Where's 10?
It's on autopilot.
It's a big
On
silent
autofile.
Didn't she leave?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna see if I can open this big box here. It's just sitting here. I think maybe there's more
Oh, you
trash.
all saw me got into this. I did not subtly go.
No,
I have
no,
never
I
gone
know.
quietly anywhere, and I didn't start today.
I want to state for the record, Katy was already filing and perhaps entirely
You mean
missed.
Clippy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Clippy might have actually been focused enough that she didn't
Yeah.
see. Yeah. So what do you do?
I'm gonna try and knock the box over.
Oh my god, do it.
You
See
can
if it
totally do
breaks
that.
open.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does not break open.
Cool.
But it totally falls.
Ow! What the fuck?
You actually, like, it doesn't hurt. You feel yourself move, but it's like there's some sort of, like, for lack of a better term, like anti-gravity thing in there that's keeping you perfectly centered.
Oh, nice.
So it's like bake-proof, or break-proof.
You put yourself in super jail.
I think I hate this. I don't know if I do. I'm gonna try to push it open. Nothing?
Are you
Nah.
using your hand?
No, here's
Oh,
what we do.
Okay.
I would like to use my last burn.
Okay.
And we're gonna reality storm it.
Okay.
And I don't know how to use telekinesis because I don't know where to push. I don't know how to push in these directions, and this is and I'm having like a little panic attack because I'm at 4 conditions.
Yeah.
So she went from 0
And
to
you're
like
trapped in a
real
box.
hot and shitty real
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
And I think she like balled her fists and didn't see that they started to light up.
Mm-hmm.
And it just like you guys see like the purple come around it and it just explodes outward like
Yeah.
Whoa.
And you look down, and at your foot is like the perfect little cube again.
Are you okay? What do you have?
soaking wet with sweat.
What are you
Just like,
holding?
what? And her fist.
Yeah.
I don't. Nothing.
You had giant purple knives.
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't either go or don't go in the box. I don't know if I've learned a lesson.
Missing all the fun.
What
got so
fun?
much, we got so much work done. We met Boom, our friend here.
I'm at Boom.
You-
Boom.
Boom.
Why didn't you file me? Are there people in these boxes?
Boom.
I think
That's a
that's
yes.
yes.
Yes, I would like to assess the situation right now.
1 is yes, 2 is no, right?
6 plus 1 is a 7.
Okay. You think when you were walking in, you saw other, like, similarly shaped boxes.
Oh my god.
And she literally just like claps it and just drops. And
Listen, do you think you could make contact with them with your brain?
Well, what if they're just like corpses to be studied later?
Well,
That's
then
not
you
better.
won't be able to make
None of this
contact
is
with them
better.
with
it's
your
not
brain.
better.
You also notice, now that you're out of the box 10, that there's like half of the robot. Not half, but like a 20% of the robot that you fought sitting nearby.
Ah!
Look, we put it mostly back together.
I'm going to punch it with my fist laser knife hands, please.
Okay. Unleash your powers.
Yeah. Why is that bad?
You bash this thing into smaller pieces than it was before.
Oh,
Why was that bad?
Steve spent a lot of time putting it together.
Why?
Trying to figure out what it does.
The boys aren't helping at all.
Look
What?
at all the things that Steve put away.
What are you doing? Why do you have a guitar? What is so wrong with you?
'Cause I can't come up with the chords in my head.
Okay. What are we doing? Why is that here? Were we putting it away? Why did you put it?
We have an army of little bots. We can put it away whenever.
Why do we think that this
What
is-
did you just stab the thing with?
I don't know. I got upset and I punched and then there was
Are they still there or are they gone again?
they're gone and then she does this again and they come back.
Uh,
Can't you do this?
Wiggles her fingers.
Yeah.
While you're doing this, by the way, the little robots are now picking up all the smaller pieces
Oh.
and putting each little piece in a separate little box.
Oh, yeah.
And Boom is touching them, and they're all floating down this aisle.
I guess it's
Sorry,
time to
I
put all the pieces away.
I'm sorry I broke your robot.
I just wanted to see how it works
Yeah.
because that thing was wild. Like, how did it make everything quiet? Where did the gas come from?
How did they get it from space, I guess?
Well,
Well,
if it was from space, like they would have had all of it.
Wasn't it only the platform that went up?
I don't know.
There were parts of it.
Because
Like,
we ripped apart the main part, and then the other part went up.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
It looks like the brain part of it was pulled out of what you found. You found
Just
skull,
empty
yeah,
head piece.
empty
yeah.
head piece. So you probably set the functioning piece, even though it probably wasn't functioning anymore, like the computer part into space with the most of the body.
Oh, so we did Aegis a favor because they got the robot brain from us fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the robot brain got sent into space. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, I was just clarifying. Okay.
Okay.
We are delightfully wrong.
Yeah, okay, sorry. It took me a second to
Enthusiastically incorrect.
Yes, okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
That's actually probably why they gave us this really easy community service.
Oh, yeah.
Katie,
Says the guy who's done no work at all.
Katie, I'm going to say, since you're paying attention to things and you would notice things like this because of your job, you've noticed that all those robot parts have all been floating down the same aisle.
Oh. Maybe I'll go check it out.
Okay.
She's gonna go do deep filing. Cool. Let her have it.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow the.
Okay.
Where are you going?
I'm seeing where these robots are going.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Don't
Oh,
get
that's a good idea.
Just stay behind, stay back. They might get in trouble in the badge. Is the badge doing anything?
Nope, you're in the room you're supposed to be in.
Okay.
Cool. Sling the guitar over my back, just float down after.
Yeah.
Have you
clipping.
tried an E flat minor?
Oh no! Hold on. Whoop. As I'm floating.
Yeah.
No. Oh, that's really hard. I have no idea what that chord looks like on the guitar. Because Jason, has no idea how to play. Actually, I do know how to play a little bit, but I don't know what an E flat
Anyway,
minor
here's
looks like.
Wonderwall.
Yep. Here you go.
C major, F major, G major, E flat minor. I think you got it.
Oh my god.
Oh. Yeah, actually, that sounds really good.
Yeah.
And I'm moving through that. I'm like, yeah,
Kids,
and back
don't
to
try
the
that at home.
chorus.
That would be a terrible
Yeah,
book.
no.
Yeah. But it sounds emotional and trashy.
My eyes is twitching a little bit. I'm like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Diminished.
Oh, no.
Clippy's a music expert. So.
Yeah,
There you go.
perfect. In this Masks
Yeah.
universe, it was amazing.
But yes, I'm following.
Yeah, so you're going down.
robots.
All these little pieces the little robots aren't taking them. They're floating. Once
Mm-hmm.
Boom touches them, they
Yeah.
float by themselves. So these things are floating down this aisle, and then they're all going. It's a little bit of a ways because there's a big room, and they're all filing onto this. They're those super high tech versions of those industrial shelves you see in machine shops, things like that. Heavy duty, but perfectly smooth, not dirty at all.
Nice.
There's no scrapes on them anywhere, and they're really high. This room is I'm gonna say it's 4 stories high.
Oh, cool.
And they go from the floor to the ceiling.
Oh my god.
So yeah, with little breaks in between, it's very grid-like. And all the parts are all putting themselves perfectly on these little this smaller empty section of these shelves.
About how many little boxes are here? 1,000, 100?
I'm gonna say you blasted it to. We'll say you're 50 different little pieces.
Sorry.
Okay.
But they're also next to they're nondescript. You can't tell them apart. But there's this whole aisle is full of stuff. And it's filing, and these things are filing themselves next to other boxes of stuff. Some of them are larger, some of them are smaller.
I wonder if there's a whole robot in any of these.
Yeah.
I think Aegis built this robot.
I don't think they would box it up down here if they did.
Don't they just keep-
Well, could we take the stuff out of the boxes and check it out? I mean, we can always just put it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
Do we honestly believe that we're not being watched right now?
We did our job already.
I did our job already.
What?
I did our job.
Well, in
already.
his million robots.
Cheating.
I can't stand on too much of a high ground. I was in the box.
How
that
was it
cool,
in the
though?
box?
Oh, I mean, it's fine. I don't super, I couldn't really use my power. I could hear you a little bit, but
Oh, that's why I couldn't hear you.
yeah. It was kind of weird and nice, though.
Weird. Yeah.
No.
Cool.
Make a hat out of the box.
Boom, can you open this one?
Boom,
Will you?
boom.
Thanks. I just like picked one that's about the size of a
The full-size
the
robot, yeah.
complete robot. Yeah.
It doesn't do anything. It just
Oh, boom! Open this, please.
boom.
I got it. I have one of my trash robots. Oop, come over and do the thing.
Oh
Oh god. Oh god.
Everything is awful.
that's a little bit better.
We bumped the camera,
Leave it like
listeners.
that. Yeah, there we go.
There we go. I gesticulated as I am wont to do.
Yeah.
Forgetting.
All right, sorry. What were we doing?
I'm gonna have one of my trash robots go and open the
It's,
thing.
they haven't come down this aisle, so now one of them's like coming down the aisle. Now that you've summoned it,
Okay.
and you're gonna have it try and open the box.
Yeah.
Okay, it starts trying to like cut at it. Like, how does it? Does it have a blowtorch? What
Yeah,
does it
it's
do?
like a couple army things. So
Army
like,
things. Okay, like, crab arms.
As in
is what I'm-
arm-like things.
Yeah, arm-like things, not.
Not two full armies.
Yeah, I'm picturing like little like mechanical crab arms with little
Yeah.
pinchers at the end. So it goes up and starts like trying to like snip through this, and suddenly, like the lights in the room turn red.
No.
Boom said we could open it.
And your badges start like doing that the sound it made when you went the wrong direction, and they turn red. Like the little maps that were on them are gone now.
Turn
They're
it
just
off.
flashing red.
Stop. Make your robots
I
stop.
didn't.
Make your
Well,
robots
yeah.
stop.
And then you see
Stop.
boom turn red.
Oh no.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
I'm going to get back to filing.
Yeah.
And we're gonna end there for tonight.
Oh no.
Perfect moment. So I know we're a little early, but that's a great place to
How
end.
dare you?
I know, I'm the worst.
Yeah, I screwed everything up today.
Good job.
Me too.
Yeah.
I was above reproach.
I'll write a song about it.
Oh my god. There better be a full fucking song next week.
I'm not a real life songwriter.
I don't care. Commit.
Yeah. All right. So let's do our end of session moves. At the end of the session, choose one. You grew closer to the team. Explain who made you feel welcome. Give influence to that character and clear a condition or mark potential. Grow into your own image of yourself. Explain how you see yourself and why. Shift one label up and another down. Grow away from the team. Explain why you felt detached. Take influence over you away from another character. All right. So, any of you know what you feel?
I was almost going to say grow away, except I still super care what everyone thinks about me, so removing influence doesn't make sense. What I did was grow into my own image of myself.
Okay.
So, or at least discover that, like, oh, maybe there are other things that I could be other than Gem.
Okay.
And I've, like, started listing, like, oh, what could other superhero names be? Never thought about this before.
Right.
Huh.
Nice.
Okay.
Jim? You could be Jim.
Jim and the holograms.
Joke will never not be funny.
And I'm going to shift labels. I'll decide that, and then
Okay.
that's fine.
Think about it.
Zero.
Yeah.
Oh, I grew closer to the team. Because I'm good friends with Tendai.
That was cute. It was a very cute scene.
I think Steve definitely grew into his own image of himself. Yeah, I mean, he's doing real people things now.
Yeah.
And,
Yes.
and
and
making
doing
real
real people.
making real people decisions. So I think I'm going to shift danger down,
Okay.
which is always useful, and superior. Oh, no, actually, I'm going to do savior.
Okay.
I'll shift savior up.
Nice. I definitely grew more into my own image of myself. I feel like that one was very apparent. Yeah, I think she actually, like, was able to stick up for herself. Like, she didn't handle it well, but she actually was able to say the thing that's been, like, bothering her for a while. And she has a new power now, I guess. So I'm going to move my danger up in accordance with that, and we'll move savior down.
Okay. Is that exactly what you just did?
Oh my god, we're perfect!
You're amazing.
I love us
Yes, I've decided what to move my labels. I've marked it on my page before you said that. And that is perfect.
You're becoming your own people exactly the same.
Yep.
Same. Got.
That's awesome.
Oh my God, it's so good.
All right. Very nice. Thank you so much for watching. Tonight has been episode 3 of Idolon Academy, a Masks PBTA actual play. You can find more episodes of this game at happyjacks.org/Idolon Academy. And find all our shows at happyjacks.org/shows. And we'll be back with this game next week, next Wednesday, or weekly. It'll be fantastic. We do have holidays coming up, so it's going to get a little funky, but we'll be back.
We're weekly, except for when we're not.
Yeah, exactly. There was a mistake in the post of the last episode, if you're a listener. So if you're listening to this now, hopefully you listened to the last episode, but it's fixed now if you go back and check. So you are able to download it and listen to it if you're doing the podcast.
Nice.
So all fixed. Lots of you done it already, so it's very good. Anyone else have things to announce?
Yeah, I've got Shadowrun on Monday.
Okay.
And if you're a Shadowrun fan, we're going up against Bug Spirits. So that's kind of a fun thing.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
that is the opposite of fun.
Yep. Fun for me. And then every other Monday is also Floodwater, run by Kadave and a bunch of fun people.
That's
So
from the flood going.
Yeah.
it's scary and
It's
sad
super scary.
and awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I love it.
I stream a bunch. You can catch me on Mondays on Hyper RPG on Kolok 1991. Apparently, I'm the devil now, so super exciting. On Fridays, you can catch me on Troll Hunters, also on Hyper RPG. I'll actually be GMing in 2
sweet.
days. I have no idea what I'm going to run. It will be stupid. Sorry about it.
Laser ponies.
Yeah, right. It might be.
So
I have no idea. Last time we ran Demigods a little bit. They were bananas. It was a thing.
Awesome.
So even like Tuesdays, we don't have, I don't know any of my games anymore.
That's fine.
Pirates Assault Bay
Yeah.
just finished their season 1, but we announced that our season 2 will be back on January
Awesome.
7th.
Awesome.
So we'll be back for that. And yeah, 12-Sided Stories. We are currently running Unquiet Blood with Mac Bouvet jamming, and Terry Gamble is playing too, and it's super good and fun.
Yeah. They're both
I think
amazing.
that's Probably.
Yeah. That's fine.
It's probably fine.
Cool.
Yeah. It's probably okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just look
Very
at my
good.
Twitter, which is TVOTI. It tells you all the things I'm up to. And don't forget to read Liliana Santos' live journal for all the extra
Have
information.
a live journal?
No, she doesn't yet. I should start one, though. shouldn't I?
Still a thing?
Can you still make a live journal like
Uh-huh.
that? Oh
Live
my
journal is
God.
still
Oh my
up.
god, can we make live journals?
You can still check your old one from like 1998.
I've never had one. I've never had one.
God.
Oh yeah, no, I did once and I really regretted it.
Oh, God. All that's still up there.
I have
no.
so much weird out of character Twilight stuff. I'm so sorry, internet.
I wrote a bunch of embarrassing poetry in high school, and it was published in a book. I'm not going to tell you what book it is.
Oh, we're going to find it, girl. Yes.
All right. I think that's a good place to end.
Oh, I'm on the Friday podcast.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
You are?
So that's it.
Absolutely.
And then I'm on this show.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm doing. So you should see us talk about things and be wrong.
Yeah. And you're on One Shot Saturdays a lot, too.
Oh yeah.
The cast for that changes every Saturday, but you're
Yeah.
awesome and always show up for that. I appreciate it. Yeah. So cool. All right. Bye.
Bye. Oh my god, we're perfect. The joins.
The preceding program has been a presentation of the Angry Folk Media Empire.